Yo, 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 welcome back to the Blue Lounge. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm trying to post a link in the chat because today is supposed to be an open stream. Tonight is supposed to be an open stream, but for some reason, it's not allowing me to post a link on my own chat. Let's have a look. Okay, here we go. It's there. Brilliant. I guess I had to start the stream before I could post the link. Alright, the link is there. People, you are able to join the stream tonight. You are able to jump on and talk to us live on air. It's an open stream. There is no specific panel for tonight's stream. Tonight's stream is going to be open to everyone. Tonight we're talking about the game against Tottenham tomorrow. This is going to be another London derby, another, in my opinion, tough game, but some see it as a walk in the park for some reason. I see it as a tough game. I know a lot of the Tottenham fans are not looking forward to playing us. They are fearing a bad outcome for them, a good outcome for us. So we're going to be talking about that today. I'm still waiting to see who's in the chat. If you're in the chat, hit me up with a comment. Let me know who's in the chat today. I know it's a little bit early. I normally stream at 10 p.m. tonight. I had to rechange or reschedule my streams, and that's what it's going to be like moving forward. CFC Stephen, big up to you, my man. Big up to you. Mohammed, big up to you. Thanks for jumping on. Tyrone, always a pleasure to see you in my streams. Hajo, always a pleasure to see you in my streams as well. One of the paying members of the Blue Lounge. Kasim, big up to you, Kasim. I hope you're doing good, my brother. I think you're still at work. I think you're either still at work or you're just finishing up, because what you said last time. So again, I'm sorry for changing the stream time, but I had to do it for reasons that I can't really go into. But I had to change the way I stream and the time that I stream. But yeah, Mary Pierce, big up to you. And welcome to the Blue Lounge. Welcome to the stream. Kasim is in the house. Kasim.
How are you, bro?
How are you, my man? How you doing?
كيف حالك? How are you, bro?
Alhamdulillah. I'm good. It's been 2 days away. 2 days away from streaming, but 2 days of me still working, but not on YouTube, on other things. How you been, man? How you been? Everything good?
Okay, Mo. No, today I'm not working. I have weekend off. I have Friday
brilliant.
Friday half day, and Saturday, Sunday with my kids. My son playing tomorrow. He's playing against Blackburn home. He plays for Hull City in it, so he's playing Blackburn home. So I'm going to watch him tomorrow. So yeah, weekend, and I'm back to work Monday, mate.
No, brilliant. Listen, Kasim, seriously, I want you to keep me posted with your son's development, man. I want to know how well he's doing. I want to see, if you got any pictures, any videos, any clips, share
Yes,
with
I
us.
have.
We'll post them on here because this is the birth of hopefully a future star. So we can join him on the journey here on the Blue Lounge.
I'm not gonna over-exaggerate, mate. He's a future star. He's a player and a half, mate. So definitely. Thank you very much, man. Thanks, appreciate that, mate.
No,
It's my
pleasure. It's my pleasure. Listen, Kasim, today I want to talk about the game against Spurs tomorrow. Now, before we get into details, I want to say a big shout out to Monster CFC. I'm not sure if he's watching this. He might see it later on. But Monster CFC won on the football terrace.
Football terrace today, yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday, sorry.
It was yesterday, and he was the only person representing the Chelsea fan base. There was a bunch of Tottenham supporters there, but I gotta take off my hat to the man for the way he handled himself and the way that he represented. He did some madness, and I really enjoyed watching the way he was responding to the Tottenham fans. The Tottenham fans started out, and guys, I really recommend you go check this out. Yeah, the Tottenham fans started out by talking down their team. We've got no chance in hell. We're gonna lose. Chelsea are the champions of Europe. Our manager doesn't know what he's talking about. We want him out, even though he only came in like 5 minutes ago. We want him out. And then Terry gave the mic to Monster. I said to him, so what do you think? He's like, what do you mean what I think? There's nothing for me to say. The Tottenham fans know that they're losing tomorrow, and they told you themselves. So. He just repeated what they said literally, and then they got angry. It's like, why are you saying this? It's like, I mean, you're gonna lose. So just stop chucking it. And Liverpool fan jumped in, and then he got into the Liverpool fans' face. It was beautiful, entertaining. YouTube, social media, whatever you want to call it, it was fantastic. So guys, if you didn't watch, and by the way, Terry and I, we're not doing this together. I mean, I just watched his stream, literally watched his video, and I enjoyed it. So I thought I'll tell you guys about it.
To be honest, more
the football tenants.
Yeah, I spoke to Monster before. He's a very sound lad, He's very, very, he's very polite.
I know.
Yeah,
I know Monster.
Yeah, so you know him before me, but the time I spoke to him, he sounded like very polite lad, and very calm in a way. There's one thing more I wanted to mention. I watched Monster. It was the same situation as against Liverpool. They got him in a terrace, stadium and stuff. I get worried when the Chelsea fan get not humble himself, man, because I got worried. Like tomorrow. To be fair, I made a bit of research, and I know a lot of Tottenham players missing tomorrow. So, but I am still not taking anything for granted, because Tottenham said, you know what I mean? I just get humble till the final whistle, and we'll win 2-3-0, and after that come out to speak. But I don't like to speak before I say we're gonna beat that, and I get cocky about it. I just don't like it. I just like to be keeping quiet.
I know.
And some Chelsea fans do that, and I just get concerned about it. That's all. But I do like Monster. Yeah, you're right, Mo. He's a sound lad.
Good guy. We have Bobby Smoke Signals in the house. Bobby, how you doing? Bobby, I think you're not on mute, but we can't hear you. Bobby might be away from the microphone.
Hey guys, I'm
Yo,
here,
Bobby.
but there's a lot of echo. Your voice is coming through twice, and I'm waiting for the second.
Oh, are you getting the same thing, Kasim? Are you getting the feedback?
No, you're okay.
Okay.
Now I got echo now.
Okay. Bobby, is it me or Kasim, or is it both of us? Bobby?
I can hear you fine, Mo.
Yeah, I can hear you fine as well. But
maybe you need to jump in.
Bobby, do me a favor.
Should I go out and come back?
Yeah, just reset your connection. Just go out and come back, and hopefully that'll fix it.
So how are things with you, Mo? How are things?
I'm good. I want to address this comment by Mohammed. Listen, Mohammed. We are giving away not one jersey. We are giving away 2 jerseys. All right? 2 jerseys. And we are not giving away 2 jerseys one-off. We'll be giving away 2 jerseys on a regular. Every time Chelsea win a block of 10 matches, we will be giving away 2 jerseys. Okay? Now, when I say a block, they don't have to be 10 consecutive wins. No, we just have to win 10 matches. We're on 5, I believe. So 5 more wins. So after tomorrow, it'll be 4 more wins. Chelsea winning 10 matches means the Blue Lounge will be giving away 10 jerseys. The way you qualify for the jerseys is simple. Subscribe, follow us on Twitter, okay, retweet the competition or the giveaway tweet, which is the pinned one in my profile. So you go on that, you retweet it, okay, and do what you're doing now, Mohammed, which is interacting. you're commenting. If you can jump on the stream, even for 2 minutes, just say big up and I'm Mohammed, I'm from this country, that country. Give me your ideas, your thoughts. I want to interact with you. I want to hear what you have to say. Everybody in the chat, I want to hear what you have to say, and that's why I've pinned the link public. And I'm going to be doing more public streams. I will be doing more public streams moving forward. So click on the link, jump on, even if you just want to say hello. I'm happy to say hello back to you. You know what I mean? So the link is there. Interact with us, and the winner will be picked by us. We will pick 2 winners. Okay? And I will contact you. I will personally buy you the shirts from the megastore itself. From the Chelsea megastore. Your shirts are going to be bought from the Chelsea megastore. I'm not sending you no Chinese replicas. I'm not sending you I'm sending you original shirts that are bought from the Chelsea megastore. And I will also have it printed to your specification. Do you want it to be your own name, a particular player, a particular number? I'll do that for you. All right? But to win, you have to be supporting the Blue Lounge. You got to be a subscriber, a follower, and I want to see your name on the. I want to see you interact. I want to see you interact. So that's the way it's going to be. CFC for life. CFC for life. Who can't you hear? We can't hear you. Who can you guys hear me? All right. Oh, now it's better. Okay. Mike Frank, big up to you. Can you all? We will do that. We will do that later on. We'll do that later on. We're going to be doing the lineup prediction. We're going to be talking about the specifics. Got a private chat. Okay, he says he's getting a lot of feedback, a lot of echo. Okay, now just give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. I wanna just check the audio from YouTube. Hold on. Now the audio from YouTube is fine. The audio from YouTube is fine. I think Bobby might just have a connection issue. Bobby, please reset and jump back in. I've checked it from my end. Everything is working perfectly fine. So yeah, ice cold beverage. Cheers, Baggy. Mate, pass us one. Man's hot over here. Pass us an ice cold beverage, preferably alcohol free. You know what it is. You know what it is. Kasim. Before we get into the prediction and the lineup, a lot of feedback from your end, Mo. A lot of feedback from my end. Okay. Bobby, I just checked it. It's fine. People in the chat, just tell me if you are having issues. Tell me if you are having issues with the audio. In the chat, let me know, people. Bobby, where are you hearing this? Because I've literally just checked everything.
No, I'm good using my phone.
Yeah?
Try to use another device, which is better when you send the link privately. But using my phone, which overheats, as you know, it's better to hear you going directly from the YouTube. So it's all good.
All right, we're good. All right, yeah. If you listen to us from YouTube, you're gonna get a lag and you're gonna get double echo. Yeah, it's true. What I normally do is I have them both open, but I have my YouTube muted. And I check the YouTube to see that everything is working properly, but I always keep it muted just so I don't get that issue. Bobby, welcome. Let's hope your phone doesn't overheat. Tell me how you're feeling about this game.
Well, like I've been feeling right from the beginning of the season, we've got nothing to fear. It's a lot of talk and propaganda about injuries and new coaches for Spurs. I don't buy any of that. They're going to come out determined. But the thing is, right now, the Blues are mighty. We have what I choose to call an armada. And everybody should be afraid of playing Chelsea right now. And Spurs will be no different. That's all. It's a game of football. Anything can happen. But we should be quietly confident. And if we're able to field a strong team, like I hope we will, I think we should do the business.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I think we will field a strong team. I think Tuchel made some statements in the press conference that really that I was happy and comfortable to see him make, because it made me realize that the man is following the right path here. What Tuchel spoke about was the fact that we didn't really perform well. When the journalist said to him we didn't perform well against Aston Villa, and my mind is going blank.
Zanet.
Zenit. Can you believe it? We didn't perform well in the first half in those two games, and he said, "Look, yeah, we didn't perform well, but we won. We won. Okay, we had issues, but we won, and this is something that we as fans see as negative. Chelsea are not performing well, but you know something, the opposition get more worried, more distressed when they see Chelsea are not performing well, and they're still scoring 3 goals, and they're still dominating the game, even though they're not performing well. So what happens if Chelsea end up coming to Spurs and they're performing well? What's going to happen then? If they're performing badly and they're smashing people about, what happens when Chelsea start to perform well? And this is what then he went on to say: we tried and we are attempting and we are proceeding in the path of making Chelsea a team that nobody wants to play against.
Yep.
And this is happening with this with his approach. I want to say a big up to Gabriel. Welcome to the stream. How are you, my man?
Yeah, good. Thanks,
Good to
guys.
see
Yeah.
you.
How are you,
Gabriel.
mate? All
Good
right.
to see you, Gabriel.
Yeah, good. Bobby, Qasim.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, good.
Gabriel,
Look, I'm going to be negative, yeah?
Be negative, but before you be
All
negative,
right.
I want to tell you something. All right, the way you said Qasim, okay, that's a way an Arab would say Qasim.
Very Arabic. That is very Arabic.
And I've seen you in my Arabic streams, and I've seen you in my
No, well,
in my
basically, I'm
chat.
half Arabic, so that's
So
the answer.
tell me where you're from. Where's one half of you from?
Hijaz.
Hello, أهلا وسهلا. And
From where?
أبويا حجازي. أبويا
Hijazi.
حجازي وأمي بريطانية.
Yeah.
Saudi.
No, he said
لا
Hijazi. There's a difference.
حجازي.
There's a difference.
شكرا لك.
Okay. Right. Sorry.
I know the difference in
political now, yeah?
yeah. Let's stay away from that. But I respect you for calling it where it is. Okay, Al Hijaz. I respect you for calling it where it is.
All right. I'm not getting involved in the politics. I got you now. Got you. Got you.
Yeah, no.
No, look, the only negativity I have, and again, maybe it's superstition, which obviously isn't good, but there's just something about, when a team like Tottenham, they've got obviously a defensive manager that had a good, remember a few weeks back, Tottenham were top of the league, then they had a couple of bad results. And then they had they had 3 good wins. They were top of the league. Then they had a couple of bad results. And then, I don't know, you probably saw from some of my earlier messages in streams earlier this week, this over-reliance on Lukaku. And don't get me wrong, I love Lukaku. I'm not dissing him. But I've just got this feeling that it's going to be a very tight game, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw or a sneaky smash and grab from Tottenham. And that's not based on the players. Chelsea obviously are the better team, the better coach. But it's just one of those like banana skin sort of games.
Sure. No, listen. I know exactly what you're saying, and I can see that. But I think, Aston Villa was a banana skin kind of game. Zenit was a banana skin kind of game. But we turned it around. Now, one thing that I would be worried about, I mean, if we have a bad performance in the first half against Spurs, I'll be concerned, but I wouldn't be worried. But one thing that I would be worried about is if we were to go down a goal and have a bad performance, then I would definitely be worried. But You see, I've been looking at the way they have been approaching this game, and when I say they, I mean the Tottenham fans and the Tottenham. I mean, even what's his name? Nino, their manager, the new manager. Even the way he was approaching his press conference and the way he talked about Chelsea and the way he talked about Tuchel. They are coming and they know they have a fight on their hands. And to be honest, they're not expecting to win. So, if for them, a good result would be a draw. For them to lose that game, to lose the game against Chelsea, it is where it is kind of situation because, we're playing Chelsea. That's their mentality coming into this game. While our mentality coming to this game is, this is the London derby, we want to win this. I didn't hear no London derby talk from Tottenham. I didn't hear no, we're going to give it a fight. We're going to try to beat the champions of Europe. They didn't say any of that. And I've been watching for the past couple of days. Whenever I get a minute, I'm watching, and that's why I gave a shout out to the football service, because you just have to watch that and watch the Tottenham fans. So they had like six Tottenham fans on that show. We only had one star, and there was total domination. Because they did not believe that they're going to have anything out of this. They're going to achieve anything. And we didn't even have to banter them because they were bantering themselves. Now, I know tomorrow it's a different situation. It's on a football pitch. They're playing at home. But I'm confident. And maybe, we should have a bit more respect for Tottenham. It's hard for me to say that. But maybe, we should have that, coming into this game. But I truly believe it's not going to be a hard battle. Before I expand the debate, I want to get back to you, Gabriel, on this comment that you made, because you made it in my last stream. The stream before last. You made this comment in the stream before last, and I really want you to elaborate, because I think I know what you're trying to say, but I want to hear it from you. You said that we don't want to be a team that relies too much on one goal avenue, and that is Romelu Lukaku. You want to see Chelsea try to get goals from other parts of the pitch, because if we rely specifically on Lukaku and God forbid he gets an injury or something, we're going to be in trouble. Now, you said that, I read it, I understood something from it, but I want you to elaborate just to tell me exactly what it is that you're concerned about in respect to the situation with Lukaku.
Okay, under the spotlight.
Yeah, sorry.
In short, I just felt that sense, Lukaku coming in, he was the marquee signing. It just seemed that the other sort of attackers have sort of backtracked, and it's like, oh, it's all on him. Similarly with Ronaldo joining Man United, the fanfare. We had 1 week of Ronaldo's joining United, and then he scored the brace on his debut, and then obviously they flopped against the Swiss team.
Young boys.
Yeah, young boys. That's it. Yeah. So that's the only thing I'm a bit concerned about, that we really need, rather than this over-reliance on Lukaku. Obviously, Lukaku has been signed to score the goals, but we also need a bit more from the midfield and the other players. And obviously, I'm never going to bash Tuchel, because I think he's a great coach. He's the second coming, so to speak. But I'm a little bit, I don't know, like, obviously it's only 5-6 games into the season across all competitions, but I just wish we had a little bit more input from the midfielders and the team in general.
Yeah, I have a comment here from Mohammed DH. Now, Ziyech needs time. Now, we haven't brought him up. We haven't mentioned him. Okay, but let's spend about 5 to 10 minutes talking about Hakim Ziyech, and then we're gonna get into the press conference. We're gonna get into who's available to start tomorrow, the formation, the prediction. We'll do all of that. But I wanna spend 5 minutes talking about Hakim Ziyech, because right now on this panel, sitting are three people with Arabic roots. Okay, Hakim Ziyech is an Arabic player. Now, a lot of people have the misconception that because you're Arabic, you're going to support the Arabic player. Okay, now as I know what Kasim feels about Hakim Ziyech. You all know how I feel about Hakim Ziyech. I'm going to get Gabriel to tell me what he thinks about Hakim Ziyech. I know what Bobby thinks about Hakim Ziyech, but I want to get rid of this misconception that people support a player because he represents their background, their roots, their whatever. I personally couldn't care less where Hakim Ziyech comes from, me personally. Okay, the fact that there are aspects about him that I relate to is a bonus because he grew up having similar situations growing up that I had growing up, things of that nature, which makes me think in a particular way. End of the day, Hakim Ziyech doesn't perform. I don't want to see him at Chelsea because end of the day, Chelsea comes first. The players are who are the elements that make up Chelsea, that make up the team, that make up the squad. So if they're doing well, big up to them. I want them to make a legacy. I want to see them help Chelsea succeed. I want to see them pick up them titles, them trophies, them honours. Big up to you. But if you're not going to be able to contribute to that, I don't care where you come from. I'm sorry, but I have to say goodbye to you. So regarding Hakim Ziyech needs time, I am sorry, but that comment doesn't ring true to me. Because Hakim Ziyech has had time. He's been at the club for a season, and this is his second season. Now, do I think Hakim Ziyech is not performing? No, I think Hakim Ziyech is performing. I think he had a bad game. I think he had an injury which hindered his performances this season. But do I think he needs more time to adjust to the Premier League? If that is the case, then he's not good enough. Okay? But do I think he is not performing? No, I think he's performing. So that's my opinion. Gabriel, I want to hear yours. And I want to hear Kasim, then I'm going to give Bobby also a chance to give me a little bit more in respect to Hakim Ziyech. Because I want to give everyone a chance to come in on this. So Gabriel, how do you rate Hakim Ziyech?
Big sigh. Probably until the last international, when there was a lot of controversy against his Moroccan manager.
Yep.
I was 60% in his favour, but since then, I'm starting to wonder whether there's a bit of a prima donna type of attitude.
Fair enough.
And I know he had a great sort of pre-season, and unfortunately was injured, but there's something that tells me that maybe he's got a bit of an attitude problem, and I don't know, because if you go to facts and statistics, is he really pulling off what we wanted him to do when he was signed under Lampard? And I don't think he has. So maybe there is a bit of a, like that sort of attitude problem. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. So that's maybe, all right, time is obviously important. And because he's been injured, maybe, to reintegrate him into the team. But he's had a couple of games since his injury, come back. And I don't know, there's something about him that maybe he's just flattering to deceive.
Okay, do you think the formation has something to do with it? Like Robert Clark here is saying, do you think that with the Lampard system, playing as an out-and-out winger suited him more, or do you think it's not really relevant?
I don't know. When it comes to systems, tactics, we can talk about this forever, isn't it? At the end of the day, you want to see something. You want to see some sort of energy, some sort of initiative, and I don't really quite get that from him.
Okay. Bobby, what's your thoughts on this topic, mate?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Sorry, I was muted.
I thought I lose you there for a second.
The good thing about this topic is that it kind of dovetails into what Gabriel said in the beginning. Hakim Ziyech is a player that everybody is fond of. There was a lot of hype about him because of some displays he had in Ajax and when we bought him, and of course the goal he scored from the corner kick and so on. I like Hakim Ziyech as a player I hope he is. But the reality is I think he may not be quite as good as we first thought. But having said that, there is some value in that comment about time. Because if I look at Thomas Tuchel's press conference, he said what we said, some of us were saying in one of your streams when people were getting all negative about the Zenit game, almost to the point of irritation. This is the early part of the season, and there have been some changes to the team. And the introduction of people like, definitely the introduction of Lukaku has made a significant change to the front line. And there has to be a little bit of a bedding in period. And that's why, as the machine is getting oiled and we're still managing to win because the defense is solid, it shows the makings of a very, very formidable team. I think the excuse, if you can use that word, for Hakim at the moment is because the front line is beginning to get used to each other, their movements, how to use each other, how to use Lukaku, which shouldn't be too difficult for them to do, because actually the guy, to his credit, and as I said, I wasn't a fan initially before we got him, but he's really proving himself to be the real deal. The concerns about over-reliance on him, I think at this stage is quite unfounded, because out of the 5 goals we've scored, other players have scored 2, one of which was Havertz, the other was Kovačić, and he scored 3, which should be about right in terms of ratio for a top-class striker. And people forget that Hakim scored the goal in the Super Cup, which I include as the season, and it was quite an important goal. So we can't be too reactionary. This team will not really be known in terms of performance until late November. That's when things start to click into gear. From late November onwards, we start to see the real team. But for now, I expect a few sort of little, I won't even say they're inconsistent. I'll just say they're not smooth performances. It's all good. It's all good. As I said after the Zenit game, we are at the right place that we should be at this stage of the season. And Tuchel said that in his press conference. So Ziyech as a player, we have to be patient. We're too keen on, he's had a bad game, he's rubbish, get rid of him. That's just not football. Look at Saul. He had a shocker. But he still has to be given time.
Yeah, to be fair, Thiago Silva had one of the worst debuts ever. But then look at every match after that.
Yeah.
And Saul, he said, Thiago spoke to him. He said a lot of the lads came up to him and spoke to him and told him, put it behind you, look forward, look ahead. At Chelsea, we have that. We have that in our squad. We have that with our team. The players will come around you and they will come and support you and push you forward. And I agree. We as a fan base sometimes are too quick to jump down, or to fall down like a ton of bricks on our players and try to put them down. Sometimes we're too quick to do that, and I've seen us do that with a lot of the players who are, in my opinion, are pivotal for the success of the club. Mason Mount didn't have a good performance in the last game as well, but the amount of hate, the amount of criticism that has been pushed towards him has been ridiculous. I mean, I've never seen so many compilation videos about people making mistakes in the game. Then I saw after that game towards Mason Mount. Okay, Mason Mount might not have had a brilliant game, but look at all the good performances he's put in the past. We need to have an open mind when it comes to these players. Kasim, I'm going to give you a chance to talk about Ziyech in a second, but before I do, I want to say welcome to Football Style. Can you give us a little bit about where you're from and tell us what you want to talk to us about today, mate?
Yo, what's up, guys? How are you?
Good.
Hi there.
Hi, man. You all right? How are you?
How are you? I'm fine. As usual, I'm in Jim streams, as he knows me, Kazim. So I want to say,
Yes, I do, man.
yeah. I want to say that I'm very excited for the match for yet tomorrow, because from how I see it will be very easy for us because there's many injuries against us, the Tottenham squad, and I'm very comfortable about it because first of all they have centre back injuries and also in the forward injuries, so I'm very comfortable and confident about it because we have Lukaku. I think he will get hat-trick goal. Maybe we will get, like, in my prediction, like goals. I would say 3-0, to be honest, because Tottenham are nothing right now. Because now they don't have any structure or players right now that the main squad coming up. So
Tottenham have won 3 out of 4 games.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm very comfortable about the game coming up. I think 2 for Lukaku and 1 maybe Havertz goal or Mount in the midfield. I don't know, I just think so. But I'm new on this channel and I like this channel. I always look at it. So keep it up, my boy.
Stay. Football Style. Sorry? I didn't catch that.
Overconfidence.
Yeah,
I'm
confident.
I'm going to adjust his confidence. Just give me a second. First, I want to say welcome, and I'd like you to stick around. I want to hear a little bit more of your thoughts. So stick around. Football. What's your name? I mean, how do you want us to address you?
My name is
Style?
Wissam.
Wissam.
Yeah.
Okay, Wissam. From where? From where are you from, Wissam?
Arabic.
I'm.
You know what? I stream in Arabic. Nobody shows up. I stream in English, and all the Arabs come on my channel. What's going on? Man? What's going on?
No, I'm from Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
أهلا وسهلا. Wissam.
ونعم والله.
Say again.
ونعم والله.
نعم الله.
هذا.
Listen.
Hello, Allah.
Guys. Enough Arabic. We'll talk Arabic later.
Yeah.
We'll do an Arabic stream and we'll talk Arabic. All right. But listen, Wissam, I think you are too confident, overconfident when it comes to this.
Yes,
because
I agree. I'm so much better. Yeah.
Tottenham, they do have injuries. Tottenham, is a team that we should be beating tomorrow, no doubt. I agree with you.
Of course.
But at the same time, if we approach it with that mindset, that is the kind of mindset that will get us to lose the game. So I do not want to approach it with that mindset. I want to approach it where this is a London derby. We're playing away in Tottenham. These people are not playing for no trophies. They're not playing for nothing. They're playing for bragging rights, for banter.
Yeah.
I don't want to give him that. So we're going to be addressing the game in more details. Kasim, I know what your thoughts are on Ziyech. Actually, I'm also going to get Wissam to talk a little bit about Ziyech. But Kasim, you go first.
Do you want to let Wissam go first?
No, I'm going to give Wissam a break, man. He's been talking too much. I'll give you a chance. I'll come back to Wissam.
But you know, Mo, you know my opinion about Ziyech. And my opinion, all right, I said it since day one he arrived at the club because I know him before. Was a Moroccan football club.
Yeah.
And with Ajax. I don't think he's a good player, but I don't think he's good enough for Chelsea. I don't think his work rate is not great. I don't think he's strong enough, and he's not a good dribbler. He just want to cut in his left foot and do that over or
Listen,
back.
but Qasim, I got to interject here. What you've just said doesn't make any sense because he's done all of that. Now, if you were to say he's not good enough for the Premier League, his dribbling is not, he needs more time on the ball.
Because of his
understand that. But for you to say he's not good at these things, no, because he is good
Right.
and he has done
Let
it.
me finish, more. Let me finish. What I am trying to say is more right. If you're looking at Gabriel spoke about, he's worried about just one man show, which is Lukaku scoring the goals. But we've got the three behind him. They're not scoring enough goal because no one of them a creator. If you look at Mason Mount, he's number 8 to me. He's not a creator, mate. Mason Mount, he can go all season, only assist 8 or 9. He's not that gonna get you.
Who assisted the Champions League final goal? Was it
Mason Mount.
Mason Mount, yes, Mason Mount.
Yes, but you're talking about single more. What are you talking about single game, mate? He's not a creator. He's not a creator. He's
Then he is what?
Sorry?
What do you mean? Like what? Like
It's not like a problem. It's not like Coutinho type. It's not like you get what I'm saying? A creator type. And I think Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, come on.
I think he is different than your Bruno Fernandes. He is different than your Hakim Ziyech. He's different, but because he's different, I think because he grew up playing in the English system, I think he is just right, ideal for the Premier League. Sometimes you need someone who is able to do the flair, the flick, the leg, the feints, and all these
open them up,
abilities.
open them up. It's not that.
You need that, and that's what Hakim Ziyech is in the team for. But you also need someone who is able to press, someone who is able to fight for. You see, Mason Mount last season. He was pressing hard. He was working hard.
Yes.
But he lacked something last season. He lacked physical strength. This season, if you look at the lad has grown physically, has matured. He has also worked out, and he's also bulked up. I think Mason Mount today adds more than he did last season, and I think tomorrow
I'm not disputing that more.
No, I know. But what I'm trying to say is, because Mason Mount can do that. Okay, Hakim Ziyech can do the other stuff. All right.
Yes.
Now, we need both. We need someone like Mason Mount. We need someone like Hakim Ziyech. We need someone like Kai Havertz. And know, I'll even go further, and I will say this: we need someone like Ruud Loftus-Cheek. Ruud Loftus-Cheek, when he's fit, Ruud Loftus-Cheek of 2 seasons ago. I'm not talking about Ruud Loftus-Cheek today. What Ruud Loftus-Cheek could provide us when he was fully fit. Okay, he can do multiple things, and he can do them multiple things well. I think why I was so excited about Saúl Ñíguez is because I think Saúl Ñíguez does what Ruud Loftus-Cheek did for us.
Or like Bruno Fernandes, his role.
Yeah, I think Saúl Ñíguez is more box to box. Bruno Fernandes is more attacking. So there is similarities. Goals from midfield is what you're talking about, and I agree with you. I mean, Bruno Fernandes, contributes a ton of goals from midfield, and I think Saúl Ñíguez could add that to us. People, listen. I'm really enjoying this conversation. How many people have liked the stream? Not enough. There's more than 120 of you here in the stream. I'm not gonna ask for likes.
Come on, hit the like.
I've stopped asking for likes, but if you like the stream, then you like the stream, and if you don't, you don't. But support the channel. That's what I'm asking you. Support the channel, and go follow me on Twitter and retweet my pinned comment to be in with a chance to win a jersey. Hopefully, within the next 5 games, we'll be able to give away 2 jerseys. I'm gonna get into the starting lineup. Actually, hold on. Wasim, Kasim. Come on, guys, pick different names, man. I mean, look at me, Mo, Kasim. So it's like the 2 most common names. Anyway, Wassam.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
No, it's fine.
Wassam, I'm gonna load up the screen for the player formation.
Okay.
I want you to give me your thoughts on Hakim Ziyech, because we didn't hear your thoughts on Hakim Ziyech.
I think Hakim Ziyech is very good technical player as a passer, because most of the time in Ajax you see him like passing as far away and make it very good connection each other. That's what his role is. Like, he's very good at his left foot, but his right foot always like has weakness at it. Like, it's not that great. And when I see him in Chelsea squad all the time, he just uses his left foot. He cannot use his right foot, and this is an issue for us to score goals, or he can score. But he did score on Man City goal. But yeah, I don't think he's very good player right now. But his problem is in injuries. Injuries like that makes him very behind. His role as a main player, like to use or a bench that always been like come up in the second half, as Tuchel his aim at, like when he look at the training. But he's very good player. To be honest, like he saves us many times last year. His goals from the Champions League against Man City and Atletico, I think. I'm right or wrong? Yeah, I think. And yeah, I just like him like as a player, but not right now, because now is this difficult situation. Who's going to be a forward player? But I think Tuchel will use many times Mason Mount as last year, like as Frank and Tuchel. So I just and if I would say right now, the situation is very hard because last match he wasn't playing very well as Mount and that. But Mount is very good in ability, skills, and he can pass like he's like the main player as Chelsea player. So yeah, that's what's my opinion.
Yeah, thank you. I think we still need time. The jury's still out.
Yeah,
jury
time
is still out. Yeah, jury. No, not time for him. Time for us. I think he needs to. He needs to convince us, because right now, everyone is having multiple points of view. Daniel, hope your new job goes well. I really do, and I hope things calm down for you and you're able to come back on the regular. Best of luck, and if you keep on trying, you're gonna prosper. So hopefully this is the job that you've been looking for. So big up to you. And Robert Clark, we're gonna be talking about that in a couple of moments. Okay, listen, people. Oh wow, I've got Bear Man's jumping in here. All right. Firstly, let's say hello to Sam. Sam, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. I missed you. I haven't seen you for ages, man. Where you been?
Yeah, I've been around. I've been watching the show because you've been putting out fire content. I watched the Arsenal show, and yeah, it was really, really great.
I hope that Arsenal lose.
Yeah. You know what? I've been trying to get a lot of different ideas and different points of view on my channel, and sometimes you've been on people and you've been on guests, and not everyone is gonna understand why you've done it. But I was really happy with that stream, and I think it was an eye opener. So I want to say a big thank you for Mohaider for coming on. And it was it was interesting. You can't just bring on people that you're gonna agree with, and you're gonna have everyone be happy with them being on the show, because if you do that, it's gonna be boring. I have somebody else jumping on.
I just want to say something. Can I say something?
Give me 1 second. I just want to introduce G. G, welcome to the stream. How are you, my man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. G, give us a little bit about where you're from and what's your thoughts on the game. Give me a quick 60 seconds preview.
I'm from England, and my thoughts on the game tomorrow. Like the other guy, I'm feeling a bit confident because it's just Tottenham, and then we've got Tottenham. We're Chelsea.
They're trash. Yeah, they're trash. Yeah.
But
listen,
do you know what?
We don't need to say. Sorry, G. 1 second. We don't need to say they're trash. Do you know what we need to do? We need to show them that they're trash. We need to beat them tomorrow, and that will be the end of that. And it'll be until we play them again, and then until we beat them again. So we'll just keep repeating that. But trash or not trash, they'll tell you they're trash. They will tell you that they have no chance to come in tomorrow. G, sorry, mate, I interrupted you. You were about to say something?
No, I was saying like Tottenham can show up and perform on certain days there, but watching the way they're playing this season, they're not ruthless enough to actually cause us that many issues. because they've only. Have you guys actually seen them play lately? They've only been, like you said earlier, they've won 3 out of 4 games.
Yeah.
Yes, they have, but the way they've played is not in their convincing manner. We've won 3 out of 4 games exactly like them, but the way we're playing, we're dominating games when we're not even playing correctly. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I wouldn't say we're dominating. I'm saying we're winning. We're winning. Both games that we performed badly in, it was only a bad half, because the second half we turned it around and we dominated. I agree with you. The second half of both Zenit and Aston Villa, we dominated. But the first half was a little bit of touch and go. But no, I see what you're saying. We deserved to win, while maybe they were a little bit lucky. But listen,
we don't deserve to win. I won't say we deserve to win. I say we
deserve to win.
We played a better football.
That's why we deserve to win. Because we played better football. We'll get into our prediction and our tactics and whatnot in due course. Let's pick the team. One of you was about to say something when I introduced G, and I said to you, I'll give you a chance. Who was it?
Yeah, it's me.
Go ahead.
I just want to say I watched the match against Brentford and Wolverhampton. I predicted the same fantasy team who scored, so yeah, I'm very good at it.
All right. Let's see. All right, let's do this. Do you guys think Kepa is going to get a chance to start this game, or just
No way.
Mendy?
No way, Mendy, 100%.
All right. Oh, by the way, are you guys happy with the formation?
Yeah.
Are we? So we're playing 110 and 2 attackers, yeah.
210. Yeah. 110 or 210?
No, I'm playing 110 and 2 9s. Is that how you guys want it, or do you want to have it 2 10s and 1 9?
I would prefer 2 10s and 1 9, but yeah.
Well, what about everybody else?
Depending.
What do you guys reckon? I'll tell you what. Let's go with 2 10s, and then we'll talk about it closer to the selection of the attackers. Where is it?
I think he's gonna go with 210.
The only time this formation works is if Werner is playing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Two attackers.
I know, and that's the whole idea. I mean, is Werner going to start or not? Because if Werner starts, then it's going to be 2 9s. But we'll get to that. Lads, who do you think is going to start the defense? I mean, are we starting? Oh, by the way, in case you guys missed it, we have only one player missing from injuries, and that is Christian Pulisic. Kante is back, and Kante is available to start. So we are only missing Christian Pulisic. So as we're picking this team, keep in mind the only player that can't be on this pitch is Christian Pulisic. So tell me, are we starting Rudiger as the left centre back, or do you guys think something else is going to happen?
Rudiger.
Rudiger.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Rudiger, because I do think he's playing a lot of games, but there's no other person. Yeah, he's playing too many games, but
He'll
no
rest against Villa, I'm sure.
I think he'll be rest against Villa. You're right, Bobby. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So that's why we need to sign him up.
I think he will sign Bobby. He will sign.
Lads, 1 second. G, your internet connection is unstable. So just I don't know if you have to change your location because you're bouncing in and out. So just keep that in mind. So we're going Rudiger as our left back, yeah, Rudy. If this guy gets injured, we're in trouble.
We're not in trouble, but we'll be weakened. You see, that's the thing.
I agree. I think we're in trouble. I think we're in trouble.
Hold on. This is a good segue. I'm gonna get Bobby to address it, and I'll get you guys to comment on what Bobby's about to say. Bobby, right now, Rudiger is asking for 200,000 a week as his contract is being negotiated. Apparently, Chelsea have made offers. But this is apparently it's not 100%, but this was what's been said. Chelsea are offering him 150. Now, if Chelsea don't meet his asking salary of 200, and we end up losing him on a free, what would be your stance on that? So I want to hear from you, Bobby, and then I'm going to give the other guys a chance to come back onto that.
I think this is the exact reason why we shouldn't be sort of pedestalizing anybody in the financial department of Chelsea.
Nice.
Rudiger's asking for 200, and I think he should get it.
Nice.
The only negotiation that we should be having is length of contract. Personally, I would say 200k, 3-year deal, and the fourth year could be an extension, depending on your performance at that time, because then he'll be going on to 32, and I think he'll still be performing. At the moment, Rudiger is amongst the, if not the, best centre back in world football. You don't get these things, they don't come round easily, and that's why, sort of answering your question, if he's off on suspension or injury, will we miss him? Of course you will. You will miss the best player when you don't have him. Like Kante, when he's not in the midfield, we miss him. Will we manage? I think we will manage. Now, not signing up Rudiger on a 200k a week contract, in my opinion, is just foolishness. Because if he goes, other people are going to pay him that money. He's going to be probably at some point an opponent that will cause us problems. And if we want to replace him, we're going to have to pay that money, if not more, anyway. So what's the sense in that? Why get rid of players? It's like this thing we did with Zuma. Not everybody is going to be an absolute baller. That's what makes a team. And just like you said, Mo, every player has certain functions. We're not all, some people have to be slightly average so that the ballers can set the team up, to win. It's all part of it's like when you make, you're making some dinner, you put all the ingredients, and that's what makes it good. That's what a team is about. So Rudiger not being signed up, 200k, I just think is ridiculous. I think we should do it. He's that good.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And I think if we were to keep on haggling and then end up losing him on a free, that would be a big question mark on whoever is negotiating the contract with Rudiger, because like you said, he would be a big loss because the way he's been performing, the way he's been adding to the team. I'm gonna use a quote from what's his name, Guardiola. What did he say when they sold Aguero? When Aguero left, they said we can't replace him. We cannot replace him. We cannot. And that would be the same for Rudiger. Rudiger would cost us a packet to replace him. And I say pay him the money. Pay him the money. He deserves it. Does anybody else have a different opinion on this? If you do, let me know now.
No.
Maybe just a little thing to add to it.
Go on. Go on.
It's the fact that Rudiger right now, why I totally agree with what you say we can't replace him, is that this is his 4th year in the Premier League. So he's very used to the league. He's now in his prime. He's 28. This is his prime as a defender. This is when, and you can see it in his game, the way he's playing. He's not injury prone anymore. So he really ticks all the boxes. And I totally agree with you that at the age of 32, he might still be playing the way he's playing, because he's not even losing pace right now. He's still very, very fast. His attribute really complements Thiago Silva, Christensen in that middle. And you saw it in the last game, the way he can recover and actually help us get those last-ditch tackles that
Sammy,
Zuma did before.
Hey, listen. That one that he went on when he and I wished that he scored that goal. Not because we would have won 2-0 or anything like that. No, I don't care about the scoreline. For him, for having that as a as a clip, for it's just amazing. It's the same thing with Zuma.
It's every goal of the season, more. If Rudiger scored that one, it'd be already goal of the season.
Yeah, he's a true leader. You see the moment he made that run.
Hey, listen, Chalobah, Tomori, and then Rudiger getting a goal like that, because those are special goals that will live with you for the for the rest of your life. Christensen, what about him? CFC for life. What about Christensen? You want him down the centre? Do you guys want to see Christensen playing as our centre back?
Yeah.
I
Silva
would
middle,
go.
yeah.
I would go
go
for
with Silva.
Thiago.
Yeah, Thiago Silva.
I think he's
He will play in
Christensen is
Aston Villa
absolutely.
match, I think. Thiago. I don't know. Also,
I think Christensen is brilliant, but I think Thiago will start tomorrow.
Yes, because he was rested for the Champions League. So.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
He did come on, but he came on late, real late.
Yes.
Yes.
Thiago as our centre back.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys want me to use the new ratings?
No, if you can, yeah, that would be good because
Yeah.
Rudiger is here 80 what? Is it 80?
Yeah, leave. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can use. Where is it?
I actually wouldn't mind Chelsea resigning Thiago after this contract. Really, with the way he's playing.
Yeah. Well, let's see how the season goes.
Yeah, that's true though.
I don't know if I can come in a bit, Mo, but this is a game.
Go ahead.
I really want us to field a strong team. Forget about Spurs. More interested that injuries. That's rubbish. We play lots of teams and we've had injuries and we just get on with it.
Yeah.
I want a strong team. Why? Because it's just that one more game where the team is getting oiled and used to playing together, and it's just taking it very, very seriously. We need the 3 points, and we just have to go for it. And we need the goals. If they are as weak as they're pretending to be, then this is the opportunity for us to get goals from other sides, from other parts of the pitch, and boost the confidence of the team. So, we should really go for it. Go for the jugular. That's what I want. Go for the jugular.
Yeah. Something. One of the reasons why I don't want to use these ratings is because it's making me want to buy FIFA 22, and I decided I'm not going to buy it this year. FIFA 20. Listen, FIFA screws us over every single year, man, with the ratings. Every single year. I mean, what does Rudiger have to do to get decent ratings? What does...
Or also Mendy.
83. Come on, man. I mean, he's the
He
best
should get
goalkeeper
85.
At least. So, let's just keep going. And see where we go.
I checked Rudiger tweet, his photo, and when I click into the picture, EA reply says, if you raised Pulisic, we will talk about it.
Is that what they said?
Yes, I swear.
Fun.
You can check.
Yeah, I think Rudiger said this. He said that he's the fastest player in the team.
Yeah.
Over a longer distance, acceleration wise, there's faster players in the team. But when it comes to a stretch, he would be quicker than anybody else in the team. And the guy is quick.
Then EA Sports said they replied. They say if you raised Pulisic, then we will talk.
Is Pulisic that fast? I would think it would say Werner. I don't think Pulisic is.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. You know what Rudiger should do? He should take a picture of just standing next to Pulisic, and he'd be like, "Look at this man. He's on crutches. Yeah, do you want me to raise him now?"
Yeah, that's
Good point. Good point.
Yeah,
Really good point.
All right, listen. Who's playing as our right centre back?
Aspi. For
Chalobah.
Aspi, yeah.
Chalobah. I think Chalobah.
Aspi,
Don't be surprised if he saw.
We're going strong, remember. Chalobah
I think
can play
big
against
game
Villa.
is got to play the like of Silva and Aspi.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Chalobah
Especially Derby,
right centre back and right wing back will be Aspi because
100,
Reece
yes.
James
not-
situation
yeah.
is difficult. Like now his problems
Red
right
card.
now about.
All right.
No, is the red card? Is he
Not red
available
card.
for this game?
No.
he's available.
It was only one game suspension.
Okay,
so
it
he's
was only
back to
one
play.
game.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
available.
What,
But
you,
I think
you mean the robbery?
yeah.
Exactly.
He's talking about the robbery.
I don't think he will play. I don't know.
You've got to have a bit more mental strength than that. It's a robbery, I understand, but crikey, life goes on. Though, you know what I mean?
Why I don't agree with Aspi playing as a wing back is because he played in the weekend, and I think wing back would be maybe too much for him. But as a right centre back, I think that would be less running down the channel.
Yeah, that's
in my opinion. I think Chalobah.
Ake played and scored when his father died. So, I mean, father died, robbery. I don't think that they're comparable.
I love you, Bobby. You're right.
You know what I mean? He should get out there and do his job. It's only things.
I want to ask you guys a question before we continue. The club could ask UEFA to send him a replacement Champions League medal. They could, and also a Europa Cup medal, and also a Super Cup medal.
Cup, yeah.
And I think he also got a those 2 medals, wasn't there? It was the Super Cup, UEFA Cup. Oh, and there was England.
The Euros.
Semi-finals, finals medal.
Second.
But guys, I see someone.
One second. So they can issue those medals again. But do you think if you earned those medals and you were given those medals on the night on the podium and they were replaced, would they have the same value for you? Would they have the same value? I want to ask you guys what's your opinion on that.
Can I?
Go on.
Yeah, the main thing is if he can get them back, then for sure you would want the one you got that night. But if he can't, then I don't think he can really. I don't think he has a choice. Then he just has to be happy with the fact that UEFA gave him another one. And I don't think he really has choices in this case.
Sorry. The point I'm trying to make is this: not whether or not he should, or whether or not UEFA can. I'm saying, as a player, because no one can take those titles away from him. He is a Champions League winner. He is a Super Cup winner. He is a Europa Cup winner. He is a Euros finalist. Those will always be his titles. But the actual medal itself, would you want to have medals that were sent to you, or would you rather just not have them and just have the fact that you've achieved that? Because for me, what I'm trying to say is this: that medal that they will send me is not the medal that I won. It's a medal that has been sent to me. It's sentimentally, it's different. So what would you rather? I mean, if it was you, what would you rather have? Would you rather have no medal but have the honor and the title, or have that replica medal, if I can call it that? I'll go with Kasim and we'll work our way down.
It's a very difficult one, more. It's a good question and difficult question at the same time. I don't know. Sentimentally, yeah, you're right. I want to obviously have the original, on the night when I won. But if I'm not going to see them ever again, I just have to obviously get that, replica one, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah, but it's a difficult question, more.
Fair enough. Sam?
Yeah, same with Kasim. Like, at the end, if I know I'm not going to ever get the original, then, I would have that replica just maybe to show your kids and... like family members have it in your house. At the end, you just have to be happy that UEFA could still give you that and move on and win more titles and buy a better safe or just different things.
Oh, next time lock your door properly.
Exactly, just do different measures.
Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I talk to a lot of young guys. One thing I always try to get across to them, life is not comfortable. There are things that's going to happen. You know what I mean? Life happens. It's horrible. If you've been burgled, I've been burgled once, and it makes you feel very sort of exposed and vulnerable. And, the value of what he has is irreplaceable. It's priceless, but it is what it is. And if he has a replica, I think it's all down to personal choice anyway. Sure. But if you have a replica, as you say, you are a champion. Nobody will ever take that away from you. And if they stole the original, and at least you can have a replica as a reminder. Because what is a medal? It's only just, it's only a reminder. A sort of bit of a memento. Yeah,
Token,
yeah. Yeah, he needs to get on. I'm sure, Chelsea's behind him. I'm sure the police are onto whoever it is. And funny thing about that is that he might find the people that robbed him are people he knows.
I saw a photo. I don't know. I saw a photo on Twitter. The 2 medals. I don't know. On Twitter, I checked it. Like when I get out, like get in the screen and the Twitter normal chat. I scroll down and I see a photo. I don't know if it's true or not. So I just checked it. And I retweeted to Reece James, so he just to get verified. So I'm helping him. Yeah.
If we help to find the perpetrators, then I mean this is to anyone. This is to anyone watching. If you are able to somehow, some way, assist in apprehending the people who done this, please do not hesitate to do the right thing and and get these people caught, because this is I mean, people think, oh, these guys are racist, these guys are this, these guys are that. No. This medal for Reece James, it's my medal. It's your medal. It's everybody's medal. Because we are part of this legacy, all of us. So for him to lose that medal, we've all lost a medal. You understand? So it's important. Eric Blue, welcome to the stream. How are you, my man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys? How are you guys doing?
Yeah, hi.
We're doing good. We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Eric, I'm sorry, but you've missed the selection for the goalkeeper, centre back, left centre back. So you're here for the for the right centre back. So who's it going to be for from your end?
Yeah, it's fine because I would have picked all those guys myself. So it's
brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm glad we are on the same wavelength. Brilliant.
This is it's very it gets really difficult now. I'm really struggling to decide. Reece James, I can't be surprised if he doesn't play. I know what Bobby said, but if he doesn't play, we can't be too surprised. Assuming he doesn't play, who goes there? Difficult to say. I don't think
Chalobah and Azpi as a right wing back.
Yeah, that's what it would have to be. So I think that's
I think Hudson-Odoi gonna start, because Nuno gonna. No.
He's very.
Hear me out. I think because Nuno, he's counter-attack manager. They were gonna sit for they're gonna just to sit, and I think he's gonna start Hudson-Odoi. I really do.
What was the last match he started against? I can't remember. As a wing back, he was against
Villa.
Villa.
Was it Villa?
Yeah,
he started against Villa.
Yeah.
I think Nuno's sorry. I think Nuno's definitely going to try and mimic what Zenit did. That's how he's going to approach his game.
We can't really look. Yeah. I agree with you. We can't look too much at the last match. I don't think Spurs will be as bad as they were against Crystal Palace.
No.
So we can't read too much into that. So
you'll be surprised tomorrow, mate. You'll be surprised. I think tomorrow they're gonna be up for it. They're gonna give us a hard game. I think people think it's 3-4, 5-0, but that's nice. But Derby form is out window. I think they're gonna be up for it. They're playing home. I think Chelsea will win, but it's gonna be normal. But I think they're gonna be up for it, mate.
They're always up for Chelsea. Listen, mate, we hate each other too much. There's no way they're going to.
I agree.
They're going to come out all guns blazing.
I don't think Tuchel will risk it. He won't play Cho as a wing back, not in this match. I mean, it was enough of a risk against Villa.
Let's leave the wing back alone for now. Let's just talk about the right back.
Now,
you have a couple of options. You have a relatively new player coming into a derby, a big match derby, and that is Chalobah. But keep also in mind, Chalobah will be up for this game like nobody else. All right, for Chalobah, this game, he knows exactly how important this game is.
Absolutely,
right?
He played
So Chalobah playing, lack of experience, but also a lot of determination and a lot of motivation.
There's the same rivalry in youth football as well.
There is.
It's not. Gosh. Oh yeah. They don't take any prisoners there when they meet Spurs or Arsenal.
Chalobah won't start.
Azpilicueta, experience, and leadership.
Captain.
So captain. I'm not going to talk about the fact that he can speak French, and that would be useful for Mendy and Silva, because I've seen Mendy speak in English now. Mendy's English is not too bad, and Silva is picking up his English as well. So that is a topic that is for me is long gone. So it's between Aspi and Chalobah, and I'm going to ask you each one. Just give me your choice. Eric Blue, Aspi, or Chalobah?
I think it will be neither of them. I'm going with Chris. Sorry, I kind of like fold your. I'm ruining your plan, but
you think Christensen's going to start?
I think so. I don't think.
Okay.
No.
Let me smash that to pieces, yeah, because we've got a game in a couple of days against Aston Villa. So we're gonna have to have either Christensen or Thiago Silva 100%. So playing them both in this game would not make any sense. So if you were to put Christensen in, I have no problem. We're gonna have to move Thiago Silva.
But so at the same, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can move. But I'm just looking at previous games. What were the matches that Chalobah played in the past? I know we can't read too much into the past, but what were the matches that Chalobah was involved in? He didn't really play any big games.
He did. He played the Super Cup.
Yeah, that was the biggest. I was going to say the biggest match he played was the Super Cup, and Villarreal are not really on the level of.
It's the Super Cup final.
They are a good team. They are a good team, Villarreal.
But they're not. Okay, how good are they? If they were in the Premier League, where would they finish? They're not a top 16.
It doesn't work.
They would finish on. They would finish ahead of Manchester
above Man United. If it is above Man United, mate.
No, they wouldn't. It's a one-off match. So that is funny, but yeah, realistically, they wouldn't be in the top 6. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think he will put Chalobah in.
But why don't you think of Aspi? What's your reasoning for not putting Aspi there?
Because he's going to be the wing back. That's what I think.
I don't know if he's got the leg.
Okay, so, no, wait. If you think he's gonna be the wing back, fair enough. I can understand that. But then Chalobah should be the right back. Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully, let's just see what Tuchel does.
The thing is, I mean, I'm probably wrong. But I can't imagine Aspi and Chalobah playing in this game when we have a game so close in proximity. I know it's not of the same level as the Champions League fixtures. I mean, Aston Villa, but Aston Villa is still a good team, and I do believe Chelsea are in line to keep themselves in every competition for as long as possible.
Okay,
this game is not massive. Yeah. I mean, the Aston Villa game is not massive. This one is more important. But at the same time, I don't think Tuchel has taken any game for granted just yet.
So what about Rudiger on the left, for example? Doesn't he need rest?
Yeah, he does need rest.
So how would he just keep playing every game, or what do you think?
Yes.
Rudiger wouldn't play Aston Villa.
I have a feeling. Exactly, I agree. Rudiger would not be playing against Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa. Don't be surprised to see Malang Sol get a game.
Oh no!
Can I just say something more quickly? No. I think Aston Villa will play in a strong squad because Dean Smith he hardly rotate. They're gonna be very very strong squad.
Yeah, but the Aston Villa game doesn't have the same. What's the word here? Same.
Just to point this to Chalobah can play in the middle, so maybe he does that against Aston Villa. He has played there in preseason in the middle, so that's another possibility.
Let's leave Eric Blue. Hang on, let's leave Eric Blue aside now because Eric Blue still needs to figure it out for himself. So Eric Blue contemplates, meditates.
I already told you.
Who? Chalobah? Christensen.
Christensen.
All right. So we got one for Christensen. Wissam, who do you think is going to be on the right back?
Chalobah.
Right centre back. Chalobah. Sam.
Chalobah.
Kasim.
Azpilicueta.
So we've got one for Azpilicueta, 2 for Chalobah, and 1 for Christensen. Then it's Chalobah. Where's Bobby? Where did Bobby go? Hold on. I've lost Bobby. Yo, Bobby, where are you, man? Waiting for you. We're going to pick a player without you, Bobby, but I don't think you're going to mind. They got him as a DM. Why have they got him as a DM?
Because he's played there?
Yeah, but this is FIFA 22, yeah? This is FIFA 22. So this is the positions that are for the upcoming season. And Chalobah has started already playing in that in the centre back position. So why would they have him as a DM? Doesn't make any sense.
No.
And I mean, silver card. We'll talk about the ratings in a different time. Now, before we talk about the right back, because I know Eric Blue is dying to talk about the right back, I want to address the left back situation. Is Ben Chilwell going to start, or are we going to see Alonso again? What do you guys think?
Alonso all day. Alonso all day.
Alonso, because he always scored against Tottenham as well,
He has a good record against them.
Very good record.
That's a good one.
And Chilwell is also... He still needs some more game. He needs some
And
summer games.
Werner, guys, always scored against Tottenham as well. He's got a good record against Tottenham.
Yeah. Chilwell is in the right frame of mind. He's
not even frame of mind. I think it's just more game time. He needs to come on off the bench, like 70.
Yeah, exactly. He needs, so maybe he can get like 30 minutes
exactly
off the bench. Because when he came on for me, he looked like he was anxious. That's just my personal take.
He looked like someone who hasn't played for a long time, and it's normal. He hasn't played a long time.
He didn't though. He didn't play for a long time.
Exactly. So it's quite normal. He just looked rusty.
People who are overlooking Chilwell right now, I don't think you should be too hasty. People who think that Alonso is just the no-brainer option and Chilwell will become a bench player from now on, I think you shouldn't be too quick to say that.
Eric, if Chelsea, if Alonso is the number one, we have a problem at the club. Because one thing I know with Alonso is you don't want to rely on him too much. There should always be that flexibility, and that's why Chilwell being there and competing with him is really, really good. But if Alonso is a go-to player like Rudiger is for us right now, I think it's a problem because, he might have some bad games here and there.
I would take the risk. I would say Chilwell will start. I know it will not be, but I just think if it happened, I will be surprised because, first of all, Chilwell will pay him money for a reason. And last year, he was very good at Champions League. He deserves it, and he have a good pace, and he is very good at defense, and he can score. He can do the same as Alonso, but Alonso always made mistakes in the left wing when he coach. Every time he get caught, that other players pace, and he cannot do anything. And many players are doing like passing the ball, the goalkeeper, and this is a big issue by Alonso. So I would not say, in my opinion, I hate Alonso. Don't be surprised if you like them, but I hate them so much. I hate them. I just like Chilwell. He deserves it. And
Alonso is a cult hero. He's a cult hero. Come on.
Firstly, we don't hate any player.
This is my opinion. I know I like him. I like him.
No, Wissam. We can have a preference for a position. We can have, but players, they're players. I mean, I know. I'll give you an example. There is a couple of players who have been really bad off the pitch, and we dislike their antics. We dislike their antics because it reflects badly on the team, on the club. Yeah. So
I would say in the bench. In other words, I want him to be in the bench.
So Alonso may not be a fan's favorite, but he has been offering a lot recently. I personally believe that Ben Chilwell will start against Aston Villa. I think
great
for him that will be a good game to get himself back in shape, in the right frame of mind. Getting into the flow. This is a London derby. For him to come back into this, it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. So I agree with Alonso starting. But
I will say Alonso.
Yeah.
Because he will start.
Does anybody think Chilwell's starting tomorrow? Just want to, because if anybody does and they have a case, I want to hear it now. Does anybody think Chilwell's starting tomorrow? No.
I changed my mind. I say Alonso. Because he will start.
Can we change mine? Because just real quick on the whole Chalobah, I think it's Aspi. I've been really I really think it's Aspi.
Eric.
The moment he said it, it just made sense.
It does make sense.
I think it's Aspi, but
it's going to be
Aspi. I really think it's Aspi.
All right, so we have two Aspi and.
Do we guys do what we think? Do we guys think what Tuchel do or our like?
You know what? I'm gonna
prefer-
agree
no.
with that.
No,
I'll say Aspi as well.
It's not. This is not who we are wanting.
Yeah,
This is not our lineup. This is
I
Tuchel's
think
lineup.
What you
We are
think, guys?
predicting.
What you think?
I'm going with Aspi as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is guys. This is our predicted lineup. So this is who we think is going to start, not who
Yeah.
we want to see. Because if it was up to me, I might choose somebody else. But this is who Tuchel should be starting, and we think will be starting. So we're changing. Chalobah to Aspi. Yeah, we all agree.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
And I'll put. I think I'll put Callum as the wing back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said Callum Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, I've got a feeling he's going to start tomorrow.
So we've got 2 for Callum. Sam and Sam. What do you guys think?
I can't say anything. I say just Reece James because nobody will play other than Cho or Reece James. So I'll say Reece James. He will start.
Sam?
Yeah, just because we won't need his defensive quality. I think Reece James. I think Reece James
Okay.
for the defensive part.
So we've got 2 for Aspi and 2 for Chow. Does anybody want to change their mind, or should I pick one?
You need to. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you should decide. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to decide. It's got to be that. All right. I think Reece James will start. I think this is, like I said, this is the game that will require some defensive attributes as well as attacking, and I think Reece James will be giving us that. While Callum is a great player, in my opinion, Callum is a great player.
Yes.
I don't think the right wing back is where he is performing the best. I think.
I agree.
Reece James will be doing a better job.
The reason I said Callum because I thought because the robbery and maybe his head is not there.
Yeah.
That's why I picked Callum. But
Yes.
obviously,
I would say Aspi.
If he's ready to start, it'd be definitely Aspi and
Guys,
Reece James.
I'm gonna start kicking people off my stream because you guys are confusing the hell out of me. You keep on changing.
No, keep it. Don't change it. Just keep it the way it is.
We need, and the thing
I
is
said
that
it. I said it
the
as you.
proof is
I
there.
said it.
Hudson-Odoi has only played against lower opposition, like a Norwich, or he prefers him in that place because he knows Chelsea are gonna not need that defensive quality that much as maybe a Tottenham, especially if Son plays, and they have Harry Kane there. Lucas Moura is also very dangerous and very fast.
Has Son been cleared to play? Is he 100? Is he fit? Is he going to play tomorrow?
I don't know.
don't
He
think
might.
so.
He might. I think he's injured more
Maybe.
than being cleared.
I heard
is
Lucas
much
Moura's injured as well, guys.
Yes,
I heard
yes.
Lucas Moura's injured as
Yes.
well.
He's
It
injured.
doesn't matter. Let's be honest. It doesn't matter. Son doesn't.
Listen.
He won't do anything.
Let's move on. The most important decision is this. Second most important, because I think the attack is the most important. But let's talk about the midfield, the 2 holding midfielders. We know Kante is fit and is cleared to play. And in my opinion, when Kante is ready to play, Kante plays. So,
Yes.
Does anybody disagree with Kante playing tomorrow? I want to ask you guys, does anybody disagree with Kante playing tomorrow, first of all? Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
You do? Why?
Yeah.
No, like in the sense that I don't think he's going to play.
Sure, no, I understand that. Why?
Yes, because I think he needs to come on. The same with Chilwell, 30 minutes. He started training like 2-3 days ago. So, yeah, I think with the way Jorginho and Kova are playing, they should start. They should start this game, and then Kante comes in off the bench.
That makes sense.
Hold your thought 1 second. Bobby, if you can hear us, mate, we're here for a little while, so sort your phone out, and we'll be waiting for you. So I hope you can fix it. He's having some problems with it overheating, so hopefully he can sort it out. We'll be here. Sorry, Eric, you were saying.
Yeah, I was just agreeing with what Sam said because it would be unfair to drop Kovačić after playing so well. He's been playing really well recently, so I don't think it would be fair to him to just take him out of the team.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with Sammy on the point that maybe it would be better to bring him on rather than to start him. So fair point, fair comment. So let's go from the bottom up, and I'm gonna ask you to name me your 2 holding midfielders, and we'll start with Bobby.
I will go for, just as was said, I'll go for Georgie and Kova with Kante coming off the bench since he's just coming back, really.
Fair enough. Eric?
I'm still not convinced about this partnership in the midfield, but I think I will go with Jorginho and Kovacic.
All right. Usam?
I would say Jorginho and Kovacic. I think he will start Jorginho Kovacic. I don't think he will start Kante.
Yeah, I think it's Jovacic. I think that's the name we call him. Jovacic.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Kasim?
I think Conte or Jorginho. Look, if Conte is fit, mate, he's got to play him.
Yeah, but
That's what
do you think it would be better for us to have him come on in the second half rather than to start him?
More. If the manager come out and he declares he's fit, Kante in particular.
The manager said as follows. He said Kante is fit and could be taking part in the game. No, he didn't say he will start.
Could be part. He
could be part of the game. So
I think he will start tomorrow with Jorginho.
All right. Well,
I think Kovacic should play too many games, though. Kovacic should play too many games.
You're the only one who thinks he will start. Everyone else thinks that he will come off the bench. There is, however, another name that is in the mix, and that's Saul Niguez.
Yeah.
I feel Saul Niguez will probably start against Aston Villa.
I agree with you.
That would be a good game for us to have him.
Good game for him as well to redeem himself because it was Villa that gave him problems.
Exactly.
Bobby, I think we've been a bit too harsh, mate. It was only first game for him, in the Premier League. People come out
definitely. That's what I'm saying.
I think give the guy time,
Another thing, though, I don't think he has that much time, so he needs to find his feet. He has one.
Yeah, but it's always first game against Villa. People, coming out.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kasim. That's what I'm saying. Villa will be a good game for him to come back and redeem himself.
Yes.
All right. Now.
So sorry again, Mo. Before I go, it's Kante for me. If he's fit, it will start. Jorginho was next to him, and I think Kovacic played too many games, including the Champions League, so he may be rested tomorrow. Maybe.
Yeah. No. Okay. Fair enough. Now, guys, we're doing 2 10s and 1 9. Doesn't have to be 2 10s and 1 9. So I'm guessing. We all agree on this. Right?
Yes, I agree. Me too.
Okay. Let's put this one in.
Lukaku.
So we all agree on that. Now, who is gonna be up with him on the right and on the left, or next to him and behind him? If we're doing a 10 and 2 9s.
Mount Havertz, I think.
Mount Havertz. Okay. Other suggestions?
I'm gonna go Mount Werner.
I'm going Mount and Werner as well.
All right.
I've got Mount and Werner. Werner's got a very good record against Tottenham.
I'm gonna drop a bomb. Havertz and Werner. Because why am I not talking about Havertz? He didn't play last game.
Oh my God.
He was vested.
I think Havertz will definitely start. I think he will start. But I don't see why should Werner start right now? Why should he start?
Why not Havertz and Mount?
That's what I think it's going to be.
Because we know that combination has worked well so far.
We did that against Liverpool, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. And we did it in the Super Cup as well. No. Ziyech started the Super Cup.
Yeah.
Arsenal
I don't think Ziyech should start tomorrow. I really don't. I think it's tomorrow. The good is what is going for Werner tomorrow, like Alonso, they've got a great record against Tottenham. They always score against Tottenham. So don't be surprised if Werner starts tomorrow.
That's I want to see Werner start tomorrow. Really do.
Did Werner score against Tottenham last season?
Yes.
He did, and disallowed. Just missed it. Disallowed.
Capital One Cup he scored.
What a great finish as well.
Yeah, the League Cup.
League Cup. But he also gave us the penalty for Jorginho in the second leg on that time.
Yeah, he did. That's true.
He's got a great record against Tottenham. He's got a great record.
I have to say, this is the hardest choice to make. It's really hard.
I still wouldn't start Werner. There's nobody needs to be rested, and nobody is he hasn't, he can't just display someone from the team when they're playing. I'm not saying Mount and Havertz are playing the best they can play, but we've won games. They've been effective a little bit. There's no reason to suggest that Werner just comes in. So I don't know.
Yeah, he is the Champions League. Both played. They played too many games already. They were
Not
in the
even.
league. They Champions League.
Havertz got rested. Mount got rested. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, Mount didn't go. Mount come out in the 90 minutes.
He didn't play against us.
100% Mount will start.
He didn't play
Mount will
against
start. He started him in the big games. But what I'm saying is, against Zenit, Mount played. He got out in the 91 minutes for Havertz. So what I'm trying to say to you, no, but not for Havertz. Go out for someone. But I think Werner's got every right to start tomorrow. Why not? The guy's fit and playing for Germany, score goals.
Is he better than who is ahead of him right now?
That's why
we don't know that yet because we didn't give him a chance
to choose. But I think Eric has a point in the sense that this combo of Mount and Havertz has worked. We've seen it work quite right. Maybe not to the level we think it can be, but even against Liverpool, they were not bad. Quite right. I think some of the passes, the final balls were not the best, but they did do something against Liverpool. So for this game, if Tuchel was thinking about, okay, I don't need to risk too much, the fact that both of them are rested, I think it would be Mount Havertz. But it's not an easy decision, though.
Look, can
I address something more, right? Yeah. If we look at that game against Zenit and the game against Villa, very tough in particularly. If you got Mount, Ziyech, Havertz, Mount, whatever, we didn't start very good. So before we address Werner's issue, we've got to get him from the beginning, and we know how he acts and how he performed. Like you can't criticize him or have to say he's that and he's this. We don't know because 3 of them played. Havertz played start, Ziyech start, and Mount start. Werner didn't yet. So
how do we know that? How do we know that Werner will do better than Mount or Havertz right now?
That's what I'm saying. You have to give him a chance. We didn't see him yet.
I think he'll get it.
I think his chances against Aston Villa.
Exactly. He'll get a chance against Villa.
I agree. I really want to see Timo Werner start a game. I really want to see him to start a game. And I think the best game for him to start will be against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think tomorrow, no.
If we weren't playing Aston Villa midweek, I would start him tomorrow. But because we are playing Aston Villa midweek in the Cup, I think we will see him start against Aston Villa. I think. And I think this team, a lot of the selections that we've made in this team, excuse me, it's because I think we are going to play, because we are playing a midweek cup game. So, excuse me, Bobby, who's your starting pair?
It will be. I will stick to Mount and Werner. I will also play Werner in the cup game because definitely I'll rest Lukaku. I just think this game is one that Werner. I mean, it doesn't mean he's any better than anybody else. We have to rotate our players, and I think tactically, this will be one for Werner.
I agree, Bobby. I agree with you.
So, Kasim, are you also going for Mount and Werner?
Yeah. I think Werner. Okay. Yeah, I think this more. I think these 3, Ziyech, Mount, and Havertz, they've been rotated. He's neglecting Werner, but we need to see. You need to see Werner from minute 1, what he's like, And after that, we'll start judging. But I think it's a game for him. I think Tottenham tomorrow, the game for Werner to start.
Okay. So we've got 2 Mount, Werner. Eric, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I have to go with Mount and Havertz again because I don't think they need to get rested. Mount's only played 1 full match, so I can't see it. Havertz has already been rested. I don't expect them to get rested some more. So Werner has to just keep waiting. He'll probably start against Villa, and that's what I think.
All right, fair enough. So we've got 3 for Mount, 1 for Havertz, and 2 for Werner. Wissam?
I would say Mount and Havertz. He will start because there is a reason why Zenit he was in the bench, Havertz. So I think Havertz will start.
All right.
And he will play Aston Villa Werner.
So Mount is definitely starting. 2
Yes.
for Havertz and 2 for Werner. Sam, you can decide this, mate.
Yeah, so it's going to be Mount and Havertz, and Werner comes off the bench. I think having him on the bench, depending on how the game goes, if we're trailing, then you can even bring him second half. But I think those two deserve to start, and Werner, yeah, off the bench and Aston Villa.
Are we gonna see them on this side of the pitch? Do you reckon they will be on the other side of the pitch? Because last game Mount played on the right. So do you think he'll be playing on the left and Havertz on the right, or vice versa? Or is this how you're gonna see it?
I think they'll just move around. I don't think there's any set position. I think they'll move around.
Yeah,
But
but this
Mount,
position though for Havertz, him drifting, I want to see him drift more to the left and like finesse some balls. Even I haven't really seen that from him. So
So,
maybe
so
this.
they can start like this.
yeah, they can just keep moving. The match against Liverpool, I think they just kept moving around. Havertz, the goal he scored was from the left, so they just move around and
You see, this is the thing I'm talking about. That's the thing I'm talking about. Look at FIFA. They've put Havertz as a centre forward base card, Mount as a centre forward base card, and then they had Chalobah as a DM. Now, why are they centre forwards? Because that's the position they've been playing in so far this season. Because last season centre forward for Havertz, fine, but Mount wasn't playing as a false nine. Mount was playing as a 10, which is a CAM cam. Anyway, forget FIFA. Forget FIFA.
Sorry, Mo. Mo, who
yeah.
did you guys put as the left wing back? I tripped out then.
Alonso.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
All right. Yeah. So the team that we believe Tuchel is going to select, I repeat, that we believe Tuchel is going to select is as follows. In goal, Edouard Mendy. In defence, left centre-back, Rudiger. Right centre-back, Aspi. Down the middle, Thiago Silva. With Reece James and Alonso as the wing-backs. With Kovačić and Jorginho in the heart of midfield. With Mason Mount and Kai Havertz in the 2 10 roles. With Romelu Lukaku starting as our striker. This is a formation that we believe Thomas Tuchel will be selecting to play against Tottenham tomorrow. Now, I want to say big up to Julius. Julius, welcome to the stream.
Hi, Julius.
Hi, I
Julius.
missed you. I missed you all.
We missed you. We
bro.
missed you too, brother. How you been? You been good?
Yeah, not too bad. Still really busy at work. What about you?
Yeah, no, I've been good. I've had a couple of days. So I got an echo from you, Julius.
Yeah, because I'm in my car, I think. I'll.
Oh, all right. Don't be looking at the screen. Look at your windscreen. Don't be looking at the YouTube screen. Julius, I've been busy for the past couple of days. I've had a lot to do personally, but I'm glad that I was able to get it done. And everyone needs to know something. I will no longer be streaming at 10 p.m. but I will be streaming at 8 p.m. Unless we have a game. If we have a game, I will be streaming half an hour after that game. Whatever time it finishes, I will be streaming literally half an hour after that game. But our regular streams will now be at 8 p.m. UK time. It just makes it a lot easier for me, and I know it's not always going to be the case for you guys because of the time difference and the we've lost Julius. I hope he's okay. I hope it's just a connection issue. He might have gone into a tunnel or something. Okay, he's back. Julius, you have your camera on. Should I put you on the screen? Do this if it's yes. Yeah, all right. This is a face reveal. A face reveal for Julius. Here we go.
I didn't know what he looks like.
Hi, Julius. You alright, mate?
Hey.
Julius, how are you?
Good. Sorry. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
All right. Well, tell me what your thoughts are on this team that we've picked. Okay, so we've got this is the lineup. And tell me how you think the game is going to go tomorrow, from your point of view. Oh, sorry, hold on a second. This is the team. So we've got Mendy in goal, Aspi, Rudiger, Thiago Silva in defence, Reece James, Alonso, Kovačić, Jorginho in midfield, with Havertz, Mount, and Lukaku up front.
Yeah, no, that's a very good formation. I think that's what Tuchel probably will do. I'm a little bit worried for tomorrow's game. I saw a stat online saying we've never beaten them away 6 times in a row. So those kind of stats piss me off when they come, when they bring them up. It's just like, that's a jinx, man. Why do you have to talk about this now? But yeah, it's not gonna be an easy game in my opinion. Again, it's a London derby. We will see. I'm very confident for sure. I'm very confident, but sometimes whether you want to call them gods of football or whatever you want to call them, sometimes they interfere and they make things happen no matter how good you are or no matter how prepared you are. But it's not gonna be an easy game for sure.
Julius. Thomas Tuchel was addressing this game as it's going to be a tough game against good opposition. It's going to be a derby, but Chelsea have a good. Oh, I almost broke my neck turning my head with the camera. Yeah, no. We're confident. Nuno is talking the game down. He is fearing Chelsea. He is respecting Chelsea. He is not very. What's the word here? He's not very confident about a result. Is there mind games going on?
I felt Nuno was actually very confident. I didn't watch maybe his full press conference. I saw one short clip of him saying, "We are prepared." He sounded very confident. I felt Thomas Tuchel was more laid back and careful, which is typical of him as well. But of course, he's Portuguese, man. No, he's gonna play these kind of games. They all wanna act like Mourinho, and I rate him. He's decent. He's a decent manager. But quality-wise, no excuse from the boys tomorrow. We have to win. We have to. City dropped point today. It's very important that we should win, because now we open a gap, 3 points. We cannot drop points, man. Especially if we don't win tomorrow, we play City next. It's gonna be tricky. So if we actually want to really put a title challenge this year, those kind of games should be won. Specifically against the Spurs and the Arsenals, because they're not good enough, in my opinion. Yeah.
I got two guys coming on. Julius, I'm going to put you on mute for a second because I'm getting an echo.
Yeah, I'm going to mute myself.
All right. I've got Thomas Ramiro. Thomas Ramiro, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Thomas, can you hear me? Hello? Thomas? No? Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Thomas. How are you? No, Thomas, I think you might be having
from Nigeria.
audio issue. Thomas, welcome to the stream. Tell me what you think about the game tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm having some audio issue.
Do you want to reset and try again?
Hello.
Okay, tell me what you think about the game tomorrow.
Okay, I will join you guys later. Thank you.
Okay, all right, Thomas. Have a good one. Take care, my friend. All right, we got DJ Sav coming on. DJ Sav, how are you?
You alright, DJ?
Yo, DJ, you're on mute.
Big up. Guys, how's everyone going?
Everyone's good. Everyone's good. How you doing, man?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Yeah, it has been. Yeah, I'm big up. Good. Am I mute still?
No.
We can hear you.
You're okay.
We can hear you. Yeah. Not bad, man. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Hey, listen, DJ, you literally came 2 minutes too late because you missed the big reveal, man. You missed the big reveal. Julius was on camera, on stream.
I saw him.
And you saw him? Oh, bro.
Yeah, I just saw him, bro.
Listen. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I've known Julius for quite some time now, and we talk offline, online. Julius is a great guy. He's one of the best people I've met online, without a shadow of a doubt. And to see him in the flesh was amazing. So big up to you, Julius.
Totally agree with you, bro. Big up to him as well for doing that, for sure.
Yeah. Big up.
Thank you so much, guys.
No, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And listen, he's got an echo because he's listening on his speaker system in his car. So if we get an echo, please excuse it. But it is what it is. DJ, you have seen the lineup, yeah? You've seen our lineup?
No, do you know what, bro? I have not. Do you know what it is? I got in late. Is it?
This is it.
Let's have a look.
This is it. Tell me what you think.
3. Yeah. Okay, we've got Rudiger. Yeah, I'd go with that. I would go with that.
There was a little bit of a debate in regards to two key positions.
Okay.
Kante starting, because we know Kante is
Yeah,
fit.
he's fully fit now.
Start, or will he be coming on at halftime? Most of us believe he'll be coming on at halftime. And the other topic was Timo Werner. Would he be given an opportunity to play with Lukaku in this game, or would he be pushed towards the Aston Villa game? Most of us thought it would be pushed towards the Aston Villa game. What's your thoughts on both of these things?
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm actually getting really, really worried about the Timo Werner situation. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't look like for me, whatever Thomas Tuchel is saying now. I'm getting to the stage now where I think he's starting not to believe in him. I don't know if it's whether it's because it's either. I don't know if it's his confidence has been shattered from what's been said by some Chelsea fans about him, and he's just not ready to step up again and come on the field. I just don't understand why he's not starting games. I mean, he's probably going to save him for the Aston Villa match, maybe, yeah. I mean, he probably will try that. But whether Lukaku starts that match is another thing. And I think what we all want to see on here is a Lukaku and Timo Werner combination more often. I mean, as in starting the game. I'm just getting a bit concerned about the whole situation with Timo Werner now.
DJ, just to sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I think Tuchel said himself in a press conference. He said that he would play Werner and Lukaku together. So
did he?
I think it was.
Was it for this game?
Yeah.
I didn't see the press conference.
I think it was the previous one, the press conference for the match before Zenit. I think.
Oh, okay.
The one before that. Yeah. So
right. Okay.
He did mention that. So Werner will play more. I think he will partner with Lukaku at some point. So I'm expecting to see that.
I hope so soon. I hope so soon, Eric, because as I said, it's a bit of a concerning thing for me because I really actually thought he would actually start to try them out because they're both on good goal scoring form at this moment in time. I know Werner's missed some sitters again. I get that, but I think for me, if he's going to give him an opportunity now, maybe start trying him for this because you never know what could happen with these two. I'm not saying. I think sometimes I just feel Kai Havertz and Mason Mount both need rests. I mean, you can tell sometimes I feel they look so knackered when they're both playing, and it's not their fault. It's just because they've played so much games, and and I think Timo Werner for me, if he can start giving an opportunity to play on that left side and just see how he does. Give it a couple of games. Don't just do it. If it doesn't work one game, give it a couple of games to see how it works. Because no matter whatever happens, whether he goes with Werner from the start, I'm so confident in my team winning matches now. He can always change it if he needs to. So, for me, he needs to give that opportunity. Maybe Tottenham's game might not be the chance to, maybe not be the opportunity to do it. Because obviously, if we need to score a couple more goals if we want to get top spot, I do believe from tomorrow. I think it's about 4 goals we need to score. I don't think Tottenham are somehow going to give us that.
DJ. I think the 3 points, mate.
Just that's what I'm saying. Just the 3 points. Exactly.
But the thing is that Tuchel talked about this too. That at Chelsea, it's hard for a player to get 2-3 games if they're not performing at the highest level. So I think Werner needs a goal. He needs a goal.
Yeah, he does.
Even if it's a tap in anything.
I want to say something. Lads, I am really worried. No. Worried is the wrong word. I am delighted I am delighted at the season Man City are having so far. Man City are having a very interesting season so far. This year is gonna be one of the most
Interesting.
interesting. I think we're gonna have a mad finale. I think it would go down to the last game of the season, because Liverpool are not on fire, Manchester United are not on fire, Man City are on fire but in their own kind of way, and Chelsea, we're getting the job done. We are getting the job done because let's be honest, yeah. Regardless of the performances, we are getting the job done. And as we said at the start of the stream, we are not playing beautiful football, but we are winning. We are getting crucial points. Now, I don't know where Gabriel went. We lost Gabriel midway through the stream, and I didn't see where he went. But the only issue that he rightly points out is, are we going to end up relying too much on Lukaku? Because right now, Lukaku or bust. Or is it? You see, I want to see Timo Werner step to the plate. I want to see, Mason Mount, Ziyech,
Cho,
Callum.
same.
They got to step up and they got to start banging some goals. And you know what? I got a feeling, and I'll be content with this. But if Kovačić can get 1 or 2 more goals like the other night, boy, it's gonna be interesting.
Can I say something more?
Go on, Kasim.
Right. See, I called you about Man City. They're not even going to finish second. I don't know if you remember this guy or not.
I just hear me out. Listen. I just want to say something. I want to give you a compliment. I love the way you say it. And I love how easy it flows off your tongue. They're not even going to finish second. It's just like
they're not more.
I love it. Carry on.
Fair enough. Listen.
Carry on.
They were very lucky against Leicester as well. They were very lucky against Leicester to get a 3 point. But my point is I think Chelsea going to win the league easy. I think Liverpool
easy.
I do.
Next 2 games.
I think
big shout, Paston.
Yeah, I do. I think that. Look, I think the 2 biggest squad in the UK in English Premier League is Chelsea and Man City. And Man City not signing a striker and becoming an issue with it. I already addressed that point.
Agreed on that.
I think Liverpool coming thin. I think he got injured today for Liverpool, the midfielder. He got injured today. That Spanish one. What guy's name?
Thiago.
He got injured today, right? And the young lad got injured last week. Okay. Man United, I'm not concerned. I said about that. But the problem is with Chelsea. I think Chelsea win the league easy. But the problem with Chelsea is that is a big problem with Chelsea. We need to sign the second striker if you're not going to rely on Timo Werner. Because we're thin in this area. We need a backup striker. That's it. That's what Chelsea missing. For Chelsea to win everything, they need the backup for Lukaku. Because if Lukaku plays too many good games, he's going to get injured. He's going to get fatigued. We need that. That is a thin area actually we're locking. So if we address this area, Chelsea will be strong.
So, guys, if you're not talking, have your mic on mute, please, because I'm getting an echo. So
I just gonna just something as one more. I really, and I said it, and a lot of people disagree with me. I like this lad from Fulham. That striker from Fulham.
Mitrovic.
Mitrovic. Yeah, I really rate him highly. He's a Chelsea style. He holds the ball. He's strong. He just scored 2 days ago as well.
That's the Championship. He didn't play well in the Premier League.
He scored goals in the Premier League as well, mate. And he plays for the Serbian international. The problem is he will accept to be. Look, he can sign Haaland to be backup for Lukaku, but he will. He knows it's going to be number 2. You don't want to.
I think the club can do better than Mitrovic.
You don't want to sign too much stuff.
He's not good enough.
I think the club can do better than Mitrovic. But just to add,
one second. Steve, are you saying no thanks to Mitrovic? Is that what it is? Just let me know.
Yeah, just to add something real quick. I think Julius made a great point, which is these 2 games we're having, which is Tottenham and Man City. For me, this is a big test. It's a very big test because if Chelsea can actually win these 2 games, or at worst get 4 points from these 2 games, I do think that it's a statement that okay, we're able to actually take points from our rivals, maybe not Tottenham, but Man City. And yeah, I think it's a great step. But for Mitrovic, he's not the striker. Chelsea can do better.
I
As a
want to
backup,
really,
mate. As a backup.
What
I
about
want to really,
Broja? He's doing
Broja,
very
yeah.
well in
no.
national
I
team.
don't.
I mean,
Albania.
I mean, if we're going to buy something, I've said this guy's name I think 2 seasons ago. I don't know if you guys, I think Bobby will remember this. And I've mentioned him in loads of times. I don't know if he's still there or is he left Lille yet. I don't know. The guy Jonathan.
He wouldn't like to be backup. I think Gerard Moreno would be actually a good one.
You think?
Villarreal.
Oh yeah, he's not
Gerard
bad.
Moreno
But would you like to be backup though, Sam? Because he's getting
do
first
think
team,
That's my
isn't he?
point. That's my point.
I do think he would like to be backup for a team that is fighting for the Champions League. I do think he wouldn't mind that.
What
Right,
about
listen,
Xhaka?
listen.
Really in general.
Hold on. Who did you say was Sam? Xhaka?
Isaka.
Who?
Isaka.
I don't know.
Isaka,
Who's
sorry. The Swedish.
Isaac.
The Swedish
No.
striker.
He wouldn't.
The Swedish striker Isaac.
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 Okay. Listen, I want to ask this question to you guys. Billy Gilmour and Armando Broja. Billy Gilmour and Armando Broja. Were we too quick to get them out on loan? Because
I'm so glad.
Bobby,
right
what's
now-
happening?
right
Bobby,
now-
I like
Hey,
Bobby. Come on,
TJ.
let Bobby answer.
I'm
Wait,
so
I was waiting,
glad.
Bobby.
Go on,
Bobby's
man.
waiting.
I'll pass it to Bobby. But I need to give some context. You see, right now, we are looking at this situation and we are looking at what we are lacking in. And I think, we didn't have to spend that £5 million sign-on fee for Saul. Because Billy Gilmour, I mean, how much did we get for to send him out? I don't think we got £5 million for him. And Billy Gilmour does do a job. Will he not get the experience that we want him to get? I don't know. But I think, the fact that we are a little bit light in that position, it tells me that Billy Gilmour would have got a chance to play for Chelsea. All right? Because we are light in that position. That's one. We are talking about a backup to Lukaku.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We had a ton of strikers who are backup material. Tammy Abraham might not have been one of those, but we had Batshuayi, who's a backup. We had Armando Broja, who could have been a backup. And they were sent out. I mean, different circumstances, different age groups, different whatever. But a backup is a backup. Now, is Chelsea looking to build for the future, and that's why Armando is out there alone and Billy Gilmour, and we should sign someone else to come in to fill their shoes while they're out alone. I want to get the whole idea addressed. So we're going to be talking for another half an hour on the stream. But I want to address this subject. And I'm going to get the ball rolling with Bobby. Bobby, let me hear it, mate. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, you see, I'm never too keen to get rid of players. That's never been my way. There's all this clamour of, he's got to have game time. Get him out. Send him on loan. My mind is always on the strength of Chelsea Football Club, number one. Secondly, these players that we're always in this rush to send them off, are they, one, going to get that game time? We've sent so many players to places where they are just put on the bench. And
Ethan RP Leipzig is a good example of that.
Yeah, exactly. And two, if they are given game time, what development will they get from that game time? Ethan Ampadu, again, at Sheffield United, is a prime example. To a lesser extent, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, because that's an injury returning situation. But to a large extent, I have concerns about Billy Gilmour at Norwich. There are deficiencies in Billy Gilmour's game that will be with him all his career. He is not he's not a midfield general. he's a midfield player, but he's not a midfield general. He needs people around him. And putting him in a team that is going to be caned right through the season, I don't think is doing him any good at all. You know, I've watched how many games now and seen how Billy is getting skinned playing for Norwich. His weaknesses are being exposed more than his strengths. Whereas if he stayed at Chelsea and came off the bench, there's nothing wrong with coming off the bench. There's nothing wrong with not playing week in, week out when you're a developing player. But if you stay at a team that is strong and you come on and play, just as what happened to him, your strengths are then on display far more than your weaknesses, and you can develop them. I'm not saying sending players out on loan is bad, but I'm just saying often we tend to do that too much. We're too focused on a player playing game in, game out. They don't have to. As I've said, I've watched football a long time. Back in the day, if you played 30 games in a season, you've done well. You know, now we're expecting these kids to play 40, 50 games, play in the Premier League and all the cups and all that. It's unrealistic. Just like with Callum Hudson-Odoi, I think Cho is at the right place at the right time. He's getting the right exposure. You're seeing his problems when he's being given game time. He's not taking up his chances. That doesn't mean to say he won't get more game time, but I think the development is right for him and the team. And I think we're a bit too hasty sending out Billy, because if he spends a whole season at Norwich, that might send him backwards rather than forwards.
Do you think Tuchel made a mistake, or the club?
You see, this is a funny thing. When there's something like this, we call Tuchel. If he did well, then we'll start, naming a few people on the board that I won't get into. But, it is the club. Let's just say the club made a mistake. And I think the club made a mistake because of what I call, how do I put this? Because it comes from the fans as well. And you may be surprised. The club does listen to the fans. You may not think so, but they do. But let's just say a certain amount of peer pressure. Oh, he has to play game in, game out. No, he doesn't. How old is Billy Gilmore? He's a developing player. The perfect example of how well that does for a player should always be this kid at Man City that now plays for England. What's his name?
Phil Foden.
Foden.
Yeah.
Foden spent a long time on the bench, coming on here and there and staying around world-class players, such that now he's become a world-class player. Loan is not for everybody. It works for people like Mount because they have the fight in their belly. It worked to a certain extent for Christensen, but Christensen's best development came when he stayed at the club and played alongside people like Thiago Silva. That's what made him become the player he is, not all those loans that he went out on.
And the manager as well, Bobby. The manager as well.
That being said, Bobby, I think one person who would have benefited from a loan move is Callum, and I think the fact that Callum hasn't had that, it's still putting doubt about his ability, because out on loan he might have gotten more time and might have played in a different league where he would have been able to shine a little bit better. So I think, like you said, a loan is good for some. It might not be good for everyone, but I think it needs to be addressed. I've got a lot of people jumping on the stream now, and I want to tell you something. The stream is going to be ending pretty soon. Yes, it's 10:10, but we started at 8 p.m. The streams will be coming on earlier from now on, lads. I will not be streaming at 10 p.m. I will be streaming at 8 p.m. UK time. So those of you jumping in now, thinking that we're just starting out, unfortunately, we are on the tail end of the stream. I deliberately stayed on after 10 because I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to come on and for me to tell you. The streams will now start at 8 p.m. UK time. I will also be doing more open streams like we have today. Today we've had a lot of people jump on from the chat, and it's been a pleasure having them on. I've spoken to Sam in the past. I've spoken to Gabriel in the past. It's the first time I've actually spoken to Wissam, and it's been a pleasure to have him on today. And I'm really glad that he came on and shared with us his points of view. Yeah, so Brian, you're thinking, how am I late? Because you came on now. So I'm telling you, maybe we're early. You're not late. We're early, but we're going to be doing these streams earlier from now on. Apart from match day streams, which will take place literally half an hour after the match concludes. So tomorrow, after we smash Tottenham, we will be back here on air half an hour after the final whistle. I want to give you some time to go grab a drink, eat something, relax before you come back and address the game. I also believe that when you are talking about a football game, it's better for you to have had maybe a half an hour to contemplate, because I know me, straight after a game, if it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, I will be finding it very hard to express myself without using some words that I'd rather not be using live on air. So it is what it is. Hey, listen, in regards to the players going out on loan, and particularly Armando Broja and Billy Gilmour, I believe that we've had some good experience with sending people out on loan to specific clubs. And I'm talking about Vitesse here, and I'm talking about Derby. I'm talking about clubs that when we send them a player, we also give them a plan. You see, when we sent players out to Derby at the time that Frank Lampard was managing, because of the bond between us and Frank Lampard, we were able to tell Frank Lampard, give this guy this role, this instruction to develop him. Vitesse, our club with very good relationship, or have a very good relationship with Chelsea. I think there is an investment from Chelsea towards them. I think Bobby might be able to elaborate a little bit more on this, but I think Chelsea do have a financial relationship with Vitesse, whereby it benefits them to take our players and develop them for us. So
absolutely, you're right.
Yeah.
There's an agreement.
Brilliant.
And also,
okay.
and also for us to take their players as well, should we need them.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, that's right, DJ. Yeah.
So this for me is a good example of us building. But then when we talked about Ethan Ampadu going to RB Leipzig, and I think he played like 2 games that season or 3 games that season, and one of them was off the bench. Like he only had 2 starts. I believe it was something along those lines. For me, that was a wasted year for Ethan Ampadu. So we need to be very careful about these loans, and not look at them purely from the financial standpoint, because some of the loans that we made this season were for a financial standpoint, because certain players, their contracts, having them at the club without them playing, they would depreciate in value, and we don't want to have that. So it was purely financial. For the youngsters in our club, I want us to look at them not from a financial standpoint, but from a development standpoint when it comes to their loans. Listen, people, I want to give every one of the guys on the panel right now a couple of minutes to give me their final thoughts on the game tomorrow. But before I do that, I want to say something. I haven't asked for likes today. I haven't asked for them. And because I haven't asked for them, we smashed the 100 likes milestone without me asking. So from now on, I'm never going to ask for likes anymore, because when I do ask for likes, I don't get them likes. When I don't ask for them, your generosity shines through. So thank you to all of you who have liked my stream. I really appreciate that. And for those of you who have subscribed, because I get subscribers literally every time I stream. Sometimes I get 1 or 2, sometimes I get 10 or 20. So everyone who has subscribed to the Blue Lounge, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. This community is growing, and I'm really loving the vibes that I'm getting from the community. So big up to all of you. We're going to sign out by giving everybody a couple of minutes, and I want to start with Wissam, because he is new here on the channel, and I want to say to Wissam, thank you for coming on. Much love, much appreciated, much respect. I definitely hope to see you in the future. Tell me how you think the game is going to pan out tomorrow, and give me your score prediction if you can.
First of all, I thank you very much for them joining to your stream, because I like to always watch it at night, because I really like it. Keep up the content. And please, guys, if the guys didn't smash the like, smash it, guys. He deserves it. So, first of all, I want to say the match for tomorrow, it will be easy from my point of side. Others will say like it will be hard or that, but I will say I'm going to eat my popcorn, okay? And I'll watch it like a movie, so I'm chilling. It will be easy match for me. It will be like 3-0, so I think Lukaku will score 2, and as I said, Havertz or Mount will score the third one. So I hopefully there's no that Mendy makes mistakes that let us get the goals in front of him. So I hope so. I hope it will be clean sheet. I hope no goal. And and we will get points, and that's it. And we continue on winning games and not stopping until we will win the title of the Premier.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Positivity. You said you're gonna.
Yes.
Was it you or was it Gabriel who said I'm gonna start negative? I think it might have been Gabriel.
No, not
Positivity
me.
is. Yeah, it was Gabriel. So positivity is how I like it and how I want to end the stream. So Wissam, thank you very much, and I hope to speak to you after the game tomorrow.
Hopefully I see you. Thanks so much.
Brother. Take care.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye. Cheers.
Cheers.
We have Boogeyman coming on. I know Boogeyman had an event that he had to go to, so I'm assuming you're back home. How are you and how you doing, my man?
Hey, yo, how are you guys doing? I'm still at the wedding.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm still at the wedding, but I have to jump in quick before you close it. That's all it is. Listen,
right.
I think we're
hear
winning
it.
tomorrow. I think we're winning tomorrow, but then I watched Liverpool game today, and I was so shocked. Liverpool, I think, listen, man, we're going to be. Chelsea need to be perfect to win the league this year because Liverpool and Manchester United are getting help for the referees, man. That's my conclusion. That's all I can say at this point. And I love the stream. I've been watching a little. My wife didn't see me when I was watching, so I'm still married now. So I'm going to leave because she's already watching me. So man, I'll see you guys tomorrow after the game, and we talk, man. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
See you, man. Bye.
Don't get in trouble.
Right. Can you imagine his wife divorcing him as they're in a wedding? That would be the worst, man. That would be the worst. No, but thank you to Boogeyman for jumping on. Much love, much appreciated, man. He messaged me half an hour before I went live. He's like, Mo, I'm really sorry, but I can't make it today. I gotta go to a wedding. You know, my wife. So I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. You're good. You know, we all have to do certain things and keep our partners, our family happy. But that's why I was away for a couple of days. So brilliant, Boogeyman. Enjoy the wedding, and hopefully we will speak to you after the game tomorrow and celebrate the victory together. Sam, talk to me, man. Your score prediction and your outlook for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, so tomorrow's game it's an important game. I think it's not going to be the easiest, but hopefully the performance can be better because the last 2 games, I think the performances weren't as good as we feel they need to be. We've been getting away with the results too. So hopefully we get a good performance with a win. And I'm going for a 1-0 win just because, I hope Mendy can keep a clean sheet. He's been doing it. And, Lukaku goal. 1-0 and we move to the next game.
All right, brilliant. Positivity again. I love Chelsea fans. Whenever we play Arsenal, Spurs, we're always positive. And so far, so good. Yeah. Sammy, thank you for coming on. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow after the game.
Yes.
Take care, Sam.
Take care,
Sam. Guys.
Peace. Take care, bro. Yeah. Peace out to you.
Cheers, Sam. Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to go with... Actually, I'm going to close the stream with Bobby. So, let's go, DJ. DJ, tell me how you think the game... I know you don't do predictions.
Yeah.
I know. But tell me how you think it's going to work. It's going to pan out.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be a win tomorrow. With confidence, I say that. I know it'll be tough, but we've got to win. It's just as simple as that. We've got to win. I'm confident we'll do it. Even if it means winning ugly like we've been doing in the last couple of games, not playing great, but still winning. I expect the same thing tomorrow because Tottenham will make it hard. I'm not going to say that for it. I mean, I think with obviously Harry Kane now back in the frame and I think he likes to score against us as well. So we need to keep him quiet, which I think we'll do. Confidence wise, as you always know, I never ever say my team to lose, regardless who the opposition is. So yeah, mate, it's onwards and upwards up the Chelsea, and we'll do it tomorrow, 100%.
Big up, definitely. Are you going to the game tomorrow?
No, it's at Spurs' ground, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I won't be able to. Not tomorrow, mate. I'll be chilling and watching at home. Yeah, but it'll be easy. I'll be on the show. I'll be after. I'll be on your show straight after, bro.
All right. Brilliant. Well, DJ, I will see you tomorrow.
Cheers, guys. Listen, everyone. Peace out, everyone. Everyone, smash the likes in the comment section. Everyone in the comments, peace out to you guys. Take care.
See you
later.
Cheers, DJ.
Bye.
See you later, mate.
Bye.
Cheers. Eric, my man, tell me.
Yo, yeah, I'm gonna go on a slight tangent. I'm gonna say a few things, so hopefully I'm quick. I want to be concise. So, just to go back to the earlier discussion we were having about the transfers, I agree with a lot of what Bobby said, and
transfers or loans?
The loans, not the transfer.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll go on a tangent, but I'll bring it back. So some loans work, some loans don't work. You already mentioned a few. I think that yes, you can say the club was to blame for it, and maybe they made a mistake, but I don't think Tuchel was against. I don't think they went against Tuchel's wishes. So I believe Tuchel when he says that he's happy with the squad, he's content with what he has. So I think he was in favor of Broja going out and Gilmore going out as well. So I don't believe that I don't think we need a second striker. I don't think we need a backup. I think when Lukaku isn't playing, Havertz and Werner will chip in and help us get over the line. That's what I truly believe. So I don't think we need it. And what someone else mentioned earlier in the stream about Chelsea being too reliant on Lukaku, I don't believe that either. I think Lukaku is a very important player for us. Obviously, if he gets injured, then that's the title. We can't win the title without him. But I don't think we're over-reliant on him. I think we needed to improve irrespective of Lukaku. So the players have to be better. They have to score more goals. All those things are just the reality without Lukaku if you want to win the Premier League. So that's the way I see it. The players will step up as they have been doing so far, and Lukaku will also be very important for us. So on to the game. Obviously, I expect Lukaku to start. We've been doing really well recently at Spurs' ground. I don't think we've lost. I can't remember the last time we lost a match there. Maybe the League Cup match was the last one. So I expect to win. I was going to say, I didn't realize it was away. I thought it was a home match. So I'll be more reserved. I'll say 2-0. We'll go for a 2-0 win. I just expect us to do what we need to do and win the game. So I'll go with 2-0, another win. And just quickly to mention on them, our rivals, City and Liverpool. I think I wasn't expecting Liverpool to look as good as they do right now, even though I thought they would win 3-0. I actually predicted 3-0, I think that's right. But I think Liverpool look a little bit better than Man City right now. But Man City is a team where I'm pretty sure they were worse than this last season. At this stage last season, I don't think they started very well. But we know that they can do it. We know they can go on a run. We know what they're capable of.
But last season they had a good attack. They had Aguero in the team. Yes, last season Aguero wasn't the best. He was injured for big parts of it. But I just don't fear Man City anymore. I don't think a lot of teams fear Man City anymore.
Right.
Man City have lost that edge about them. They're not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. They're still a good team. I think they will still be up there in the title race. But I don't think the 20-point, 30-point gap, whatever it was, I mean, the 20 point last season, that's not going to be this case. That's not going to be the case.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, I expect it to be very close towards the end, but I'm very excited. Like you said, like I said, we both said, it's going to be a very interesting season this season. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah.
I can't wait. You know what? I'm really looking forward to the Christmas period. We're gonna have a lot of games, and how do we enter the new year? How do we start the next year? What position are we going to be in the table? What position are the top four going to be in the table? It's for me, the second part of the season is going to be so intense. I really am looking forward to this. Eric, we will talk tomorrow after the game, and I know we're going to have a brilliant conversation. I can feel it. A derby match always brings out the best in us. Good or bad, it brings it out. Whichever way we're going to go there, 110%. So, Eric, I'll talk to you tomorrow, mate. Thanks for coming on. Big up to you.
Yeah, peace.
Cheers, Eric. Big up. All right, like I said, I'm going to end it with Bobby. So, Kasim, give me your thoughts, mate.
Yeah, first of all, before I give you my thought about Tottenham game, Eric, you need to understand last year, Man City started very slow. I agree with it. But Chelsea didn't sign Lukaku. And Liverpool, there were injuries everywhere and Van Dijk. This season is completely different.
True.
And obviously, before even they kick the ball more, you can tell by not signing a striker because Aguero was always there. And when Aguero gone, they didn't replace him. So I think that's why they lost that edge about it. That's what I was saying. The gun was Grealish and instead going number 9. And that's why I don't think they're gonna win the Premier League this season. I really don't. They don't have that number 9. Right. Regards tomorrow, right? I think tomorrow is gonna be a difficult game for Chelsea. They're gonna give us a good game. I think we're gonna get the 3 points. I'm going for 2-1 Chelsea away. I'm not gonna go 3. I hope so. I love to. I'm going for 2-1 Chelsea. We take the 3 points and we move. That's the most important thing, because today the rival Man City dropped points and Liverpool won. But I don't see. Personally, I don't see Liverpool a long-term project. I think they're gonna drop points. They got the January Salah and Mane and Keita going to African Cup of Nations, I believe, and they got injuries, so I'm not worried about Liverpool. It's just Man City, and Man City obviously could be dropping points, but Chelsea need to win this. Chelsea could need to capitalize because if we make a good gap, we can focus in the Champions League. We're gonna play a lot of competition. But tomorrow I'm going for 2-1 Chelsea, 3 points. I'll be very happy with the result, and I move. And thanks for having me, Matt. I appreciate that, man.
Hey, it's your channel. Man.
Thank you.
As they say, it's your house. You're always welcome here, mate.
Yeah, you're like a big brother, mate.
Hey, listen, man. We're a family. Big brothers and sisters, and cousins and aunties.
Can I just say something as well? I love Bobby though. He talks.
He's an
old school mate, and he makes sense.
No. He's an old school man. He's an OG on this channel. Bobby is one of the oldest people on this channel. So big up to
Bobby Switcher, man.
Yeah, I love you guys more. Much more.
Listen. I've got to say something. The Blue Lounge started up as Baggy TV. When I first started it off, and I never in a million years, I swear to you, never in a million years did I think I would be having these conversations with these, with you guys, with the people in the chat, every night before a game, after a game, and having this, this banter and this discussion. I never thought I would have that in a million years. The fact that I have this, the fact that I've met so many fantastic, not great, not good, fantastic individuals on this journey, I am so honored. To to talk to you, Kasim.
Thank Bobby, you, Mo. Appreciate it. That's mine,
Julius, all these people that come on the panel. I am honored to have them here and talk to them. People like Brian, people like Calvin, DJ. I'm forgetting the names. I mean, Wissam today, Gabriel, Abdulaziz. Who else? Trying to remember. Angel, George, Ali Louet. there's so many people. I mean, I can't name them all. I mean, and I had people on this journey who, unfortunately, who I've lost touch with in the past, and I hope they'll come back, like Patrick O'Brien, Harris, what's his name, Watkins. There's been a whole bunch of people that have come on and they've gone. I don't know if they decided to to stop watching YouTube or whatever, but this community is important to me, and it's a big thank you to all of you. I mean, yes, this is a platform for you guys to come on, but for me, I'm honored to be hosting this platform. So
can I just say something before I go, Mo?
Of course.
I'll be honest with you, Mo. When I always watch YouTube, and I watch different. I watch Man United, Arsenal. I know them all, mate. I watch them, But honestly, I said I want to go out there because I'm a bit, family guy. I never gone out there, but I said I want to go out there and express my, because I'm quite good in football. I know a bit knowledgeable about football. I said I want to go there and just try that YouTube, and no one, honestly, Mo, I'm so grateful to you, mate. And I met fantastic people there, and I'm not saying this from nothing, mate. I will go in there trying to text people, they just linked me in, and everyone was ignoring me. Honestly, a bit more. Everyone. It's only you give me the opportunity and a chance. And he said, come in, jumping in. You remember that night, Mo? And I'm just to say it now, mate. I'm so grateful to you. And that is fact, Mo. It's fact. I tried different people before you. Just link me in. I can have my opinion. Maybe you like him, maybe you don't. So no one give me a chance, And that night when I texted you, I said, all right, jump in because you sent me the link. And I've since, mate, I'm so grateful to you. Look, mate, I'm going to make it big or small. I'll be always grateful to you because you give me the opportunity to come to your channel. And that's why I think highly of you. And the people in the panel is fantastic as well. Bobby as well, a big man.
Thank you. Kasim, I was reading your comments. You were in the chat that night, and you were, your comments interested me. I'm like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. I agree or disagree. At least you're putting a good case, a good opinion, and that's what it's about. I mean, I don't have to agree with everybody on this channel. No, because if I agree with everybody on this channel, what's the point of talking about it? Because we all have the same opinion, and it's good to have a diverse opinion. It's good to have a diverse outlook on things. And when I saw your comments, I thought, let's bring this guy on and let's talk to him. Wow. And I'm glad I did. Because I met a fantastic person. I've met a fantastic.
Thank you. One of the nicest people, man. That's why I was trying to say you're one of the nicest people, Mo, and I mean it sincere. Wallah, Lazi. Because as I said to you, you give me the chance. You give me another people, Mo. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna mention name. They ignore me, and they can see my comment. And I said, well, just move on. I never bother with him again. But what I'm trying to say is you give me the chance, and I'm so grateful to you, Mo. Honest, I'm so grateful to you. And you have a good night, mate, and thanks for having me. And tomorrow, come on, Chelsea, let's have the 3 point. And I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Bobby. Take care, have a good night.
تصبح على خير.
Have a good night, Bobby. Take care, mate.
Bye.
All right. Wow. Bobby.
Yeah.
Chelsea Tottenham. We don't need to say nothing about Chelsea Tottenham. It talks for itself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing that's happening here is that we're on a new cycle. It started from the Lampard era and the transfer ban, which ended up being a blessing in disguise because it gave Chelsea the opportunity to rebuild, use academy players, and of course the catalyst to everything has been this unexpected Champions League victory. We were always rebuilding. Well deserved, but it came at a time where we didn't think we were quite there yet, which is a nice place to be. To know that you're better than you think you are is always the nice place to be. And it's now unraveled that what we are doing at this stage is building a legacy. We're building a legacy team now. And it's going to be, it's not easy. It's not easy to build anything that's successful. There's going to be times where it's not going to be perfect. But the important thing we've learned is to be able to win when it's not perfect. And as I said earlier, this team will evolve or start to come to its own from about November. I'm excited. I'm quietly confident, and I think we should fear nobody. But at the same time, I think we should be wary of everybody. We can't go into any game looking at anything other than our best performance because everybody wants us. We are the scalp now. You know, they want to beat Chelsea. They want to try and pull us down, you know, knock us off our perch, especially our London rivals. And it will be no different tomorrow against Spurs. They will mimic Zenit for sure. They will play a low block, try and make it difficult. But to be honest, I don't think there's anything that they can do that will work. It's down to us. We will be our own friend or our own enemy. And I would like to feel that with the type of players we have, the character of the players, the character of the manager, we're so formidable. People are scared of us, Mo, and rightly so. And Spurs are terrified. They're going to give it a good go, but they're terrified. You know why? Because there is a potential caning coming. There's a potential caning. I want us to give them a good hiding. Arsenal got away with it. Their hiding is coming. I'd love to see another 6-1 like we did to Spurs all those years ago in the 90s, Tour Andre Flo and the like. I don't give score predictions anyway. I'm just slightly kidding. But yeah, I you know, we should be confident. We've got a strong team. We're building something. I don't expect a perfect performance, but I expect that we should be able to come through this one with 3 points.
Yeah, no, I believe that. I believe that. I'm not sure if you can see the screen, Bobby, but I've just got a message here on the screen from Max. Max Burton. He says, "Hi guys, sorry couldn't jump on tonight. Both Zayn and Elijah are sick with colds, so I wanna say big up to you, Max. I hope Elijah and Zayn get well soon. Your presence is always missed when you're not here, Max. So hopefully, if you're able to come on tomorrow after the stream, would love to have you on, especially if we are here to celebrate, which should be the case. So big up to you, Max, and give my my best wishes to Zayn and Elijah.
Big up, Max.
Big up to Max. Bobby, you know, this season it's literally just starting to get good. All right. Hopefully, you know, the best is still to come. And if Chelsea are not in full flow and we're winning, then imagine what we're going to be doing when we are in full flow. So, so I'm happy. Bobby, I will definitely see you tomorrow after the game. Hopefully to celebrate. Big up to you and thank you for taking part in today's stream, mate. Appreciate having you on.
Big up, Mo. You're a very special man, and hopefully at one point, one day we'll meet face to face. That'll be a good time.
I'm planning for that. For you, for Max, for DJ. You know, for a whole bunch of us. We'll go to a restaurant one evening, just sit down, have some food, and just talk and banter and relax. But we got to plan it. We got to plan it right so that everybody has time to do it. So, you know, we'll do something. We'll definitely do something. I have intention to do this, and I know Max will probably be up for it. So will DJ, and we'll talk about it. I'm not sure how far Eric is from London. I know he's in the UK, but I'm not sure how far he is from London. You know, we might do something big, and we'll see. Work in progress, Bobby.
Sure.
Mate, have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Cheers, Bobby.
Good night.
Cheers, Bobby. Good night. Yeah, Max is up for it. So yeah, we'll definitely do something. Eric is up north. I know. We'll get him down here. Listen, people, fantastic stream today. Really enjoyed it, and you know, tomorrow is a big day. Looking forward to it, and I hope to see all of you back here tomorrow after we beat Spurs to celebrate together and to discuss the game. So Max is up for it, DJ Sav is up for it, Bobby said he's up for it. You know what, guys? We might do a vlog. We might all meet up at a restaurant and do a vlog and post it on the Blue Lounge and all the other channels that are involved. So work in progress. We'll see what happens. Big up to everyone. I will see you all tomorrow after the game. Thanks for being part of the stream. Thanks for everyone who shared the stream, who liked, who subscribed. I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Peace out.